9:45. The Panthers on the drive. 2nd and 4 for Prairie View. Green gets the snap, fakes it to Hebert, drops back, has time, throws it across the middle. It's caught. And that one's going to be a big first down by Skylar Moore.
And Skylar Moore running an excellent comeback route.
First down.
One of the things that we are disgusted with a lot is when these receivers go out and they don't even run their route to those first-yard sticks and wind up.
Well, that 3 looks like an 8. I'm sorry, the 3 looks like an 8. Our cameraman saying that's 36, not 86. But folks, if you're looking on the internet, you can probably barely see those numbers also. Here we go. Hebert gets around the left side. Hebert with 1 man to beat. Hebert gets to the 20-yard line on the first down, but it's coming back because Wiltz is holding. Hebert scampers around the left side, and that was kind of coming back. Holding on the offense, and that's going to negate it. That's going to be a 10-yarder, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 20. Holding.
Yeah, we just talked about those penalties. Prairie View ranked number 7 in the conference. 78 penalties for 75 yards roughly coming into today's game. Jackson State on the flip side ranked 10th.
Or is that a 5-yard penalty holding or what? What's going on? When is holding okay, there they go. Well, wait a minute. Now the clocks don't know what's going. The chains don't know what's going on over there. The officials are now going to have to come and converse. Now, holding is a 10-yard penalty.
You are correct.
Well, they only marked off 5 yards. Was it a half a hold or something?
You already got the first down by the time I called that call.
Something's going on. The officials are talking about it. And, okay, I didn't think I was crazy. I know this game. They're setting the chains correctly now. Okay, now that's going to be a 1st and 20 for the Panthers. Green hands it off to Hebert. Oh, he's in trouble on that right side. And he'll be dropped for a loss of 3. On the stop for Jackson State is going to be Javancy Jones. Hebert.
Now, Trey Green's got to do a better job here, Charles. When you look at that play and dissect it, he's got to do a better job of reading that defensive end when he crashes. If he crashes, you need to keep that ball and take it on the outside. If he does not, then that's when you hand it off to your running back and let him get inside.
Green calls Hebert to motion. Puts it on the left side to Courtney Brown, and Brown diving to about the 33. And that's not going to be enough. Here comes a big 3rd down for Prairie View. 3rd and call it 15 for the good guys. 3rd and 15.
Prairie View ranking number 1 on 3rd down conversions, Charles, with a 44.3% average.
Well, actually on 3rd down conversions, Jonathan, they're 83%. They get it 83% of the time for the Panthers. Green scrambling down the right side, throws it down the middle. Oh, has a man, but he slipped. That was Lestrap. DeMarco Lestrap was standing at the 6-yard line and slipped and couldn't wheel it in. And that's going to bring up a kicking situation for Prairie View. They're going to go for it on 4th. Lestrap, the intended receiver.
Well, kind of watching that route that he ran, he did
Hey, they're going to get
what's called a button hook here, and he kind of overextended himself. He got his body over his feet, and that's what kind of made him lose his balance and slip there.
Okay, Houlihan to lightly punt it away. Okay, yeah, good kick. And it's going to be caught at the 2, and the Panthers now have held the Tigers within the 10-yard line the entire first quarter. 8:54 left to play.
And And it's great field position that the Panthers are playing. Ranked number 1 in time of possession. 33 minutes and 19 seconds overall. Jackson State ranked number 7 with the 29 minutes 6 second time of possession per game. Offensive kind of slow getting started here.
Morikawa comes back out to start the Jackson State offense. The Panthers got him back deep in the hole again on the 2-yard line. McCauley in the background now. The Tigers in an I backfield. They give it left side to Hughes. Hughes will maybe pick up 3 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. On the stop for the Panthers.
Your defensive backs, you have to make sure that they're coached up not to pay too much attention to the backfield, because if they get caught on a play action here, Jackson State can go deep on them.
Tigers back in an I backfield. You don't see that a lot. Morikawa gives it right side, and nowhere to go is the running back. Is that Hughes on the other side, or is that going to be Rupert Johnson with the carry? At any rate, that's going to be a 3rd and call it 5 for the Tigers. 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. All right, Panther fans, let's help them out. Who are you rooting for? Trips left here at the bottom. Morikawa sees something he likes. It's going to interception. It's going to the 10-yard line, to the ball. Touchdown, Panthers! Is that Christian Russo who has joined the? That's going to be Arthur Lockett. Arthur Lockett, that 5 looked like a 6, and Lockett scores for the Panthers.
And we just talked about that, Charles. The defensive backs had to keep their heads in the game as to not get beat deep, because Jackson State was going to try to come out of that hole that the Panthers had put them in. Arthur Lockett, great job with manning up with his receiver, giving him just enough cushion. And the defensive line got in a hurry on that play, Charles, and forced the interception. Great job of running it back for 6.
Yeah, 7:33 left to play. That time, Morikawa saw something he thought he liked. He saw...
Well, he had one-on-one coverage down here.
I'm sorry. He saw Arthur Lockett back off of that one-on-one coverage. Didn't realize the speed Arthur Lockett has as he closed in on him. And with the wind, kind of threw it a little hard. And Lockett jumps the pass and scores for Prairie View. Kudos to the defense. Good job. Panthers draw first blood here in Bulldog Stadium, folks, with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left to play. Wingaritas, margaritas, wings, and things is the newest place for great food right here in Prairie View. Located at 736 University Drive, Wingaritas offers a variety of wings and other delicious food and drink items. You can order online at www.toasttab.com, toasttab.com/Wingarita, or call 936-857-0025. Wingarita, another proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University athletics. Jackson State Tigers back to receive. It's going to be Shoemake and Smith. Back deep, and wow. Houlihan puts that one through the uprights. And the Panthers will give it to him on the 25.
And he's definitely been a weapon all season for the Panthers, but he's really putting a little oomph into the ball this afternoon.
With that rugby-style kick, it's kind of hard to defend that, because if we work on his speed, he can break some of those and possibly get some first downs for the Panthers by running it. All right, the Jackson State Tigers with the Morikawa with his 3rd attempt here in the first quarter. Gets the snap, drops back, throws right. It's quick, and it's caught by Fosselman, will Fosselman get the catch? Yeah, Fosselman will get it and advance the chains. Fosselman with the catch.
And Fosselman's Jackson State, their best receiver. I've been watching some of his stats along the year, and he can put up some numbers if given the opportunity.
Good misdirection play going back to the right side. The Panthers right there to stop it. Hughes with nowhere to go. They're on the right side. Third and 2 for Jackson State. Third and 2.
Jackson State likes to run this quick tempo offense, which the Panthers are very accustomed to battling their own offense during practice.
And here we go. Mordecai drops back, and it's caught there on the right side by Dan Williams, the lead receiver for the Tigers. And they say, no, he trapped it. And, yeah, they say he trapped that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Williams.
On one of the plays they'd love to run is that outside receiver slant. They give them about a 5-yard, 10-yard cushion, and they are deadly at that slant. But unfortunately for Jackson State, that one was deemed a trap by number 81 there.
Anthony Wiltz back deep for the Panthers. And the Tigers take too much time. Delay of game on the Tigers. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down. Deasing gets a decent punt off. Wilkes calls it off, and it's going to stop at the 45-yard line. The Panthers with 60, or call it 55 yards until pay dirt. And it seems as though the offense is starting to click here, Jonathan.
Yeah, everything's clicking for the Panthers here right now. Even the ball boy down there has gotten into the act. And
oh yeah, he's having fun. He's trying to weave in and out like he's playing, and he's going to change one of the balls. Wow.
Yeah, he even has some fan support there.
Here we go. Green with Abear in the backfield, in the pistol, slot right. Abear drops back, looks left, in the flats. It's caught, and a good catch by the Panthers. That's going to be Kadarrell Hodge on the catch. Hodge, the senior, or pardon me, the junior from DeLoss, Mississippi. Hodge.
Playing receiver in Coach Simmons' offense, I mean, it's got to be exciting. He's had about 17 players catch passes throughout the year. Abear leads the way with 42 receptions, followed closely by Hodge.
5:58 left to play in the first quarter. The Panthers up 7-0. Green and Abear talking it over in the backfield. And now Green getting ready. Wiltz comes in motion back up to the top. They give it to Abear, right side. Abear trying to find the corner and picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. Coming around the right side. Is that 8 or 9? That's going to be Robert Porter on the stop for Jackson State.
And Abear is just picking up right where he left off, leading the Panthers in all-purpose yardage. Almost 200 a game, Charles.
Wow. And Green keeps telling the umpire something's going on up there. The Panthers in the pistol. Here comes Wiltz. They give it right up the middle of Abear. He breaks a tackle, fakes another guy, stays on his feet, but the Tigers all over him. And coming up with the stop, Sean Bishop for the Tigers. Abear on the carry, Bishop on the stop for the Tigers. 3rd and 7. Well, the Panthers need 7 for this one.
Yeah, definitely a passing situation here. Look forward to Green, ranked second in the SWAC with his 273 yards a game. Fourth in efficiency at 151.9.
Slot left, Green in the shotgun, drops back, looks across the middle. He's going to keep it. He's going to run it. In trouble. Caught from behind. He throws it away and gets rid of it. Good job. No sack there, but that's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Jackson State Tigers get a hold.
That's a great job by Green securing the ball and being able to get rid of that one. Not able to feel that backside rush that got away from our guard there. Fortunately, not fumbling that one, giving Jackson State excellent field position.
Houlihan gets it, throws it to the right side, has a man. Hodge, man, wow. Streaking down the right side. Golly gee. Strong safety back there, had a bead on it though there for Jackson State. That'll have been something else. That's Zarius Bingham, who was back there to stop play.
And you talked about Houlihan's speed. He wanted to show you his arm there. Coach Simmons pulling out all the stops.
And our
I agree.
Said the wind caught that one.
I do agree with Coach Ron Leverett over here. In this win, I think he had enough room over here with his speed to run down the sideline and get that first down.
The Tigers stacked up twice, tries to run it up the middle. Man, nowhere to go. Is Robert Johnson. And that's going to be a loss of a yard.
The Panthers have been playing decent rush defense.
Allison on the stop for the Panthers.
Ranked at the top.
On the stop for the Panthers.
Number 4 with 167 yards a game.
During play. For the second time. No, just teasing. If I'd have said that, you think they'd have got mad?
Hey.
3:26 left to play. Man getting out to get us in trouble with a flag. Morikawa finds a man for the first down right up the middle. That's Dan Williams. And, man, the Panthers all over him, man, like some sweat bees. And what is sweat bees? Jalen Thibodeau on the stop for the Panthers. Williams,
that's one of the things that we've noticed throughout the year, Charles. The team defense and team speed has been excellent during the second or latter half of the season. You looked at that play, you see how you had about 7 or 8 of the Panthers swarming in on that tackle.
Well, that's going to bring up a 2nd and 20 for the Jackson State Tigers. Trips up top, single receiver at the bottom. And here come the Panthers on the blitz. Quick pass, right side, too much. Pass intended for Fosselman, incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Fosselman, the intended receiver. Third and 20 for the Tigers. Well, a big play here. The Panthers' offense has already put 7 on the board. And looks to get the ball back here and with good field position if the Panthers can hold on defense here. Trips up top, slop at the bottom. Got a man uncovered going across the middle. Morikawa in trouble, throws it across the middle. Oh, it's a hit and a fumble, and the Panthers look like they have it. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Didn't have control of it long enough. And now the Panthers will get another opportunity. 4th down for Jackson State.
You're talking great overall team defense there. Not only with the pressure inside, but the defensive line. With the quarterback able to get that one out to his receiver. And we had a defensive back just sitting there waiting in the rings, able to knock that one loose.
Wiltz back deep for the decent kick. Kick goes right side into the wind and bounces at the 46-yard line, and the Panthers in good position again.
Yeah, in good position here to take advantage of this field position, Charles. Jackson State hadn't been able to get past the 50-yard line. Prairie View has to do something here with 2 minutes and 33 seconds with this excellent field position.
Hey, coming up at halftime, we're going to talk to the head Southwestern Athletic Conference official, Mr. Harold Mitchell. My good friend is down from, I think Mr. Mitchell lives in Alabama. We're going to find out where he stays because we're going to have a lot of fun with it coming up at halftime. Georgia, he's in what part of Georgia? Outside of Willacoochee? Okay, so my good friend, Harold Mitchell, Hodge kicks it across the middle. Hodge off to the races to the 30. Oh, my goodness. Slips down at the 25. And that's going to be a first down for the Panthers. Hodge.
Yeah, we're going to have to go down and talk to the guys at halftime and
first down.
Have them increase the size of their spikes on their cleats there. These guys are slipping too much. Hodge might have.
It was raining earlier this morning and turned out, folks, to be a beautiful day with the cold front coming into Texas. Man, I just love this football weather. Here we go. The slot at the bottom in the pistol. Green gets it, rolls right, throws it back to his left side. It's caught. The strap gets it. Oh, my goodness. But the wind caught that one. That pass was caught that time by big number 89, Ramel Hatcher. Is that 89 with the catch? I can't see the number.
Now, it was excellent play design. The line has got to get that slanting defensive end in there.
And 9.
He had one man to beat on that one, Charles. I mean, that's an excellent play design by Coach Simmons.
If it would have been Jonta Abear, it would have been a different outcome. Here we go. Another pistol. Right up the middle. Fake to Courtney Brown. They get it right across the middle. It's caught. Hodge again with the catch for the Panthers, and man, he has just emerged as the go-to receiver with the exit of Nick Petrie. Hodge.
And we talked about Jackson State, the slant being a staple of their offense. Like you just said, Nick Petrie and Trey Green was a 1-2 punch that ran that slant to perfection. And we always talked about in the pregame about who would step up and take his spot.
The Panthers with some kind of trick play, and they get it on the left side. Fred Anderson, touchdown, Panthers!
And I mean, they're just pulling out the stops.
What the heck was that?
That was the old,
I
forgot that play. Yeah, I remember the name. I can't remember the name right now.
Was that a huddle run? I don't even understand. Looks like they ran it out of the huddle. They tricked the Jackson State Tigers and huddled up around the ball and then ran the play as Jackson State thought they were in the huddle.
Yeah, it's not the Statue of Liberty.
It's the Statue of Liberty play, but everybody is at a miss. Not the swinging gate, not the Statue of Liberty, not the huddle up Jackson play. It's called what on the street? The Mickey Mouse play. Fumblerooski is when you actually lose the ball. No, that's not Fumblerooski. But at any rate, the Panthers.
Well, let's just call it 6 points. That's what we'll call it.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, folks, it's 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and Ron Leverett is over there jumping around. Oh, they were having the replay. Okay, Ron Leverett getting all excited. Like it's time to eat some barbecue. Speaking of barbecue, I want to send a shout out to our friends over at Waller County Line who made me pay for the barbecue today. It's the last game, so we treated the crew. And we all got I'm over here talking to the boss. I thought I bought 2 extra shirts, so he should have had one. Unless somebody wore the wrong shirt.
Somebody's finagled one of the playoff division shirts. We've got a lot of requests for these shirts.
And that one's going to go out of bounds.
It'd be real easy for it to come up missing. Somebody would be walking around campus saying, hey, look at my Panther Vision shirt.
Member of a Panther Vision sports broadcast team. Jackie Ricky Williams, my good friend from Houston, Texas, who worked with me down at BSCI, Brian Smith Inspections and Construction, BCIS, Brian Smith Construction Management and Inspections is a Jackson State Tiger. And she hit me on Facebook earlier and asked me, were we ready for a whooping Saturday? And I told her, I'll bring the belt. Morikawa hands it off right side. And right at the line of scrimmage is just a den of Panthers.
Pleased at the defensive effort that we've seen today from the Panthers, Charles. Nothing on the ground and definitely nothing in the air here early going for Jackson State.
Yeah, Joshua Bates on the carry. And on the stop for Prairie View is Nduka, one of our seniors. Chima Nduka. And Bates is going to get it again with a hole, though, and Bates gets right across the middle and the head of steam and will get the first down for the Jackson State Tigers.
Kind of looking at that one, blinked on that one. Looked like a great double team from that offensive line. Looked like that one went straight through the A gap there. Broke it off for a first down.
And that's going to wrap it up for the first quarter. We're going to take a break. Stick around. We'll be back with the second quarter. The Panthers on top of Jackson State, 14.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creative.
Mary Kay Edwards, and I've been here July 22nd, 23 years.
I'm John Easton Jr. I'm the business manager, financial secretary of the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local Union 716 here in Houston. We train and educate the best, most qualified electricians. IBDEV is all about elevating the lives of others, and that's sort of what today's all about.
We help hundreds of families every year using volunteers, as you see out here today, to do the exterior of the homes to make a warm, safe, and
up top here in the crow's nest, as we call it, and we apologize. We're trying to get it all together. Everybody's excited. All kinds of people are being led in the press box. Oh, almost intercepted. Brandon Medina almost got that one and took it to the house. Or pardon me, that's Allison or Thibodeau. Jalen Thibodeau, 16. Yeah, he's mad at himself because he had that one in his hands. Way to jump her out there is Jalen Thibodeau.
Yeah, and what they did by design, they actually left that receiver uncovered and had a 10-yard cushion. It was a correct read by the quarterback. He just was not able to kind of get Thibodeau's eyes off of him.
Man,
that would have been an excellent catch had he been able to pull that one off.
Let me tell you what's funny. Every time the official places the ball down, the wind, which is blowing at about 25 miles per hour, is blowing the ball away. And I'm looking at the film crew over there in that man basket. What do you see over there, Jonathan, as a safety person, huh?
Well, I don't want to say.
Oh, Mordecai jumps the route. And good defense. Is that Nick Brewer on the right side? Yeah, Nick Brewer with the great pass defend on the left side.
Only thing I can say about that one, Charles, is they do have somebody at the bottom to catch them when they come down.
Brewer on the defense for the Panthers. That's going to bring up a third down for the Tigers. Let's help them out. Come on. Who you rooting for? 9:52 left to play. Morikawa drops back, steps up in the pocket, he's hit hard, and there are going to be flags on the play as one of the Panthers is at 36, sitting there with his hands on his hips looking guilty. Is that Anthony? Well, it can't be 36 because Wilkes is on 39.
It's going to be a hold on the call.
Is that Chase Jackson? It's holding on the Tigers or on the Panthers?
Yeah, it's one of the things I hate. The defensive backs get away with it a lot in conference play, but they want to catch that receiver as he's coming out of his break, and they like to grab that jersey, and unfortunately, he was just caught in the act there.
That's the difference between that and pass interference. Well, you got to make that distinction there for the fans to understand. 1st and 10 at any rate for the Jackson State Tigers. They advance. Morikawa paying patty cake back there, hands it off left side, going across the middle, finding a big hole, and it's off to the races. The big bruising back Bates gets it, and that's a big first down and a nice gain for the Jackson State Tigers.
Yeah, and like you said, Bates is a bruising running back there for Jackson State. They've put up a little over 1,000 or 1,100 yards coming in this game, rushing the ball.
The Tigers brought they call it the Sonic Boom of the South. I think that's what it's called, the band for Jackson State as Brandon Medina makes the tackle. Brought their band down here for a battle of the bands for today's game. And this is the first time Jackson State, I think, has brought their band since 2013 or something like that. Been a while. Or is that since the last time Jackson State was here in 2013? 13:46 left to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 10. Bates right up the middle, no. The Panthers all over him.
Well, you know, that'll change once the new stadium has been commissioned.
Yeah,
everybody's going to want to come to Pantherland.
Well, we'll have enough room for him, too.
Fans, will give you some more information on our new stadium a little later in the broadcast.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk with Ryan McGinty and see if we can't get an update on the stadium here sometime throughout the game. And its proposed opening, the Labor Day Classic, which should be at Prairie View, we're anticipating it to be open, as Morikawa drops back to pass, throws it right across the middle. Oh, it's caught. The Panthers find a hole, or the Tigers rather find a hole in the Panthers' defense. And that's going to bring up a first down for Jackson State.
Yeah, and Morikawa, underrated passer. That was an excellent look. You're talking about a perfect pass. Prairie View playing that matchup zone in the defensive backfield there. I mean, it was nowhere for him to go, but in the exact spot he put it in.
Morikawa drops back to pass, throws it right side. Oh, almost intercepted by Nick Brewer. There on the right side, it'll have been off to the races. That's another breakup by Brewer. Okay, check that. That's Weaver up top. Man, you can't see the numbers from here for sure. The camera people can see it in their viewfinder, but it's hard to see up here. That's Weaver. The Panthers in the black jerseys with the purple numbers and the white surrounding them, but it's really hard to see. You were supposed to talk about that article and the numbers changing.
Yeah,
right
side. Exciting popped up then, but we'll get to it.
Tigers running on the left side. And they pick up maybe 3. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. 3rd and 7 for Jackson State. Come on, Panther fans. Let's help them up. Let's go, PV. Let's go. And the Panther fans trying to get into it. Morikawa drops back to pass. Looks right across the middle. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. And the Panthers with a takeaway. Who is that coming?
That's Weaver
That's
again.
Weaver again. With those big yellow, with the yellow gloves, they're teasing him. Weaver with the interception.
Now Weaver was close on the past couple of attempts where he's been able to knock those balls away, and he's been getting a jump on that pass. I don't know if it's something about the style of play or what he's reading in the backfield, but he has an excellent reception on that play.
Yeah, and they're picking on it too. They're putting a one-on-one situation with Weaver up top there with the taller receiver of Dan Williams, their premier go-to guy, and Weaver has deflected 2 passes there, and now Weaver with an interception. The Panthers will bring it out on the 20. And here comes Hebert, weaving his way. Hebert breaks a tackle. Hebert gets to the 20. Hebert gets to the 30, the 40, stays on his feet, gets to the 50, to the 45. First down, Panthers. Wow. That Hebert is exciting to see when he can get to the end. Man, what a run. A 45-yard scamper from the senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Here comes Fred Anderson to give him a break. Hebert limping a little bit. And Anderson from right down the street in Cypress, Texas is also a 2,000-yard runner for the Panthers. So we've got a corral of backs that we're going to have to replace. Anderson, Brown, and Hebert, as Anderson picks up 6 for the Panthers. Fred Anderson on the carry.
Fred Anderson is one of those change of pace backs that you can plug him in with this lineup, and you don't miss a beat as far as your rushing attack is concerned.
Yeah, we've got a good corral of receivers, man. If we can get 3 big backs again next year, 3 good guys like we've got now, which won't be hard to find, with maybe 1 or 2 more receivers, the Panthers' offense is going to be right back where it started from. Here comes Green in the shotgun, drops back, fakes it, throws it across the middle. Oh, Kadero Hodge. Looks like he saw footsteps that time. He looks like, hey, I'm not going to take this one because, ooh, man, that safety he had a beam on him coming up real hard. Was number 2, Justin Jemison. And Jemison looks like he was out for blood there.
Yeah, Jemison started on the opposite side of the field on that play, able to read that slant and cause Hodge to kind of, like you said, pull up quickly or get alligator arms on that one.
Please stop playing. Will the Jackson State Band please stop playing during play? Thank you. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a lot of fun with those guys. Just wait till we get to a break. Okay. Trips right. Let's get a touchdown and shut the band up. How about that? Green throws it right side. It's a hole. Here comes the flag. Yeah. And Hodge had him. And Hodge, look, people started throwing their hats and shirts over there, man. That's going to be a hold and pass interference for the Tigers. Pass interference on the Tigers.
Yeah, that one is as blatant a hold as you could get. I mean, Hodge is working his shoulder out there. He pulled him so hard and almost pulled his shoulder out.
Well, no, what they did was they called him for a horse collar. They didn't call him for pass interference. They called on the personal foul and grabbed his arm. So that's 15 yards and a first down. And the Panthers get a little closer. Green getting the play from the sideline. The Panthers in the pistol. Green awaiting the snap. Hodge one-on-one down here. Man, I'm checking that off. Look at this. Hodge looking like right side. One-on-one. That's where he's going to. Hodge fighting. And it goes in the middle. But, man, I saw the same thing that Trey Green saw. One-on-one at the bottom there with Kadero Hodge, and he just couldn't get around him.
Well, the wind caught that one and pushed that one back inside the play. Looks like he was trying to get it out to the end zone pylon, but sailed it, and the wind took it away.
10:20 left to play here in the second quarter. The Panthers on top by a couple of touchdowns, 14-0. Green with the pistol again. They give it left side. Hebert. Oh, gets caught by the jersey. Oh, man. And who is that holding on for dear life down there? Is that 44 or 41? That's number 41. Tedrick Terrell for the Tigers holding on. He's trying to hold on for dear life, the senior from right there in Jackson, Mississippi. Now that brings a 3rd and 7. This is when I would really like to do a who you're rooting for and get the crowd all fired up, but they don't want that. Golly gee willikers. Gee whiz. Ryan McGinty came dressed like he was going to Alaska today. Didn't wear his black shirt. He's like, man, I didn't know what the weather was going to be. Man, you from Hiram Clark. Oh, great fake there. Coming on the left side, Hebert scampers and gets the first down for the Panthers. Let's see. Hebert on the carry for Prairie View. First down, Panthers. 9:24 left to play. You know, Harold Mitchell, that's my good buddy. He says nobody can hold that first down like you can. Boy, he says, well, he just gets excited. And Ryan McGinty puts on some gloves and a scarf with 50 degrees. Come on, man. Uh-oh, it's time for another edition of Come On, Man. I would love to be a part of that. Here we go. Trey Green gets it right side, gives it back to Hebert. He's rewarded and scampers down to, call it the 6-yard line. The Panthers threatening to score here with 8:50 left to play.
You talked about that offensive line, Charles. We've got some movers up front. They're able to create those gaps, and you know Hebert doesn't need.
Yeah, look, Hebert said, no, man, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm staying in here. They were going to replace him there. They were going to try to get Courtney Brown in there, and Hebert says, no, I done carried you all the way down here to the 6. I'm going to carry it into the end zone, and that's what I like to see. 8:24, folks, and counting. Here's Trey Green now with the pistol. Hebert to the right. Here comes Wilson in motion to give it back to Hebert. Hebert looking for a hole. Very patient runner is Hebert, following his blockers. And what he likes to do is hide behind those offensive linemen and try to play catch me if you can going across the middle there. So now that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. And here comes Smiley, the Southwestern Athletics Conference's number 2 man as far as touchdowns. Smiley coming in with 10. This can be number 11. When we get in the red zone here, what we like to call it, we like to run the read option with Smiley. And Smiley just reads the hole and just dump trucks his way into the end zone. Let's see what happens now. Smiley now with the pistol. They fake it to Hebert. Here comes Smiley. He picks it up, and there he does it again. Smiley for the touchdown. Touchdown!
And it's something Smiley's been doing all year, Charles. I mean, with that 250-pound frame, it's kind of like Coach Ron Leverett and I talked about it. Leverett called him a fullback. I called him, he looked like he could go on the other side and play linebacker.
Exactly.
For the defense.
He's a big one.
He is a big load to carry.
Houlihan's going to drop back, kick it up, and it's good, ladies and gentlemen. 7:27 left to play here in the first half. The Panthers on top of the Tigers, 21-0.
Today, we start a new era in Prairie View A&M football. We learn from our past. We respect our heritage, but we will build and leave a legacy for others to follow.
We will build this legacy on preparation.
We will build this legacy with teamwork.
We will build this legacy in the trenches.
We will build this legacy, fighting for every down.
On the hill, let's go, BB! You know!
Bulldog Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, 7:27 left to play here in an exciting game. The Panthers all over Jackson State, 21-0. As we mentioned in our pregame, the Panthers still have a chance to continue to play after today. We'll get in it in a minute. And wow, the wind really took that one and gave it back to the Panthers. That's as good as an onside kick. No, wait a minute. It has to hit the ground first, right? Wait a minute. The Panthers.
No, it never.
It traveled.
They're giving it to them.
Yeah, it traveled 10 yards, and that's as good as an onside kick. First down for the Panthers. Wow. I know this game. It has a what?
34.
Number 34. Oh, okay. That's who got it. And that's as good as an onside kick. The wind kept it. And the Panthers got it. Looking at the replay and recovering that one is going to be Joshua Holly. Joshua Holly on the recovery for the Panthers.
Yeah, that is a very unique play, fans.
The ball traveled more than 10 yards. First down, Panthers.
Don't know if we've ever seen one just like that.
Hey, that's got to make a highlight reel.
Exactly.
You know, you need to send that to ESPN. Our film crew needs to clip that, send it to ESPN, because when is the last time you seen one of those? Even the Jackson State cameraman can't believe it. He's like, well, I ain't going to tell you what he said, but he's like, wow. Here we go. Slot left at the bottom. Here comes Abear in motion, and a timeout by the Panthers?
Looks like
Yeah, timeout by the Panthers, folks. While we've got a minute, we want to let you know, folks, that the 2015-16 edition of your Prairie View A&M University women's basketball team hits the court next week as they host Our Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
Sodexo is ready to provide catering for your special needs, anniversaries, banquets, birthdays, graduation meals, holidays, or weddings. Contact Sodexo for more information. The number to call in the Houston area is 281-850-1933, or in the Prairie View area, 832-309-8211. Sodexo makes every day a better day, and the band is playing while we're trying to get our reads out, and we've got to talk to our guys. 7:15. And, you know, we're going to have to politely ask the band to stop playing while we're doing our live reads, because those people want they paid. They want the people here in the stand.
What they talking about?
Much to Ryan McGinty's chagrin. Here we go, right side, quickly to Fred Anderson. Anderson over the right side to the 40. But anyway, Ryan McGinty is kind of grinning and snickering. He doesn't want to be the one to do it, but I can do it with this magic microphone right here. See this? Let's get Silver. Ryan said, no, please don't.
The Panthers gifted here with this opportunity, Charles. The opportunity to put another 7 points on the board, go up in halftime, 28-0 on Jackson State.
Here we go, right side, Anderson again. No, Green's going to keep it, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Green keeps it for the Panthers.
It's like a 3rd and 2.
And here comes a big truck driver. I'm sorry, I was listening to Mystical all the way over here. Here comes DeAndre Smiley back out. They got a kick out of that one. Even our technical director, Mike West, he comes from that era. We're kind of like the same age a little bit. So I was mentioning that Mystical era. He's tapping his foot and all that kind of stuff. He likes that kind of stuff. All right, it's 3rd and 2 for the Panthers, folks. Glad you're enjoying it. If you're watching the game on the YouTube channel, give us a shout out. Right side with it, left side goes Abear, and Abear gets it for the first down. Abear on the carry for the Panthers. First down, Prairie View. Well, someone returned my stolen tape. 5:52 left to play here in the first. And it's going to be a timeout called by Jackson State. Folks, while we got a timeout, the specialists at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Willowbrook are proud to be the official health care provider for Prairie View A&M University athletics. Whether you're a weekend warrior, student athlete, or an elite level professional, the board certified and fellowship trained physicians at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Willowbrook offer world-class care close to you. For more information or to find out more about the specialists at Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Willowbrook, please visit HoustonMethodist.org. That has got to be one of the hardest reads. Even one of our camera person for the football team's like, golly, how can you? I mean, that's kind of hard. I guess I've said it 10,000 times, so it's easy. Our friends over at Wingaritas, Margaritas, Wings, and Things is the newest place for great food right there in Prairie View, Texas. Located at 736 University Drive, Wingarita offers a variety of food. For more information, call 936-857-0025. We're back to live action here. 5:47 left to play. Oh, I thought it was blown away. Here comes Abear in motion. The Panthers in the pistol. Green gets the snap, hands it to Brown, goes around the left side. Brown, oh my goodness, is stymied at the line there. It's going to bring up a second, or call it, yeah, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
Excellent job of rushing by the Panther offense here. Trey Green's going to have to be careful if he puts the ball in the air due to this wind we have here, Charles. I'm looking at the flags, and I mean, they're about to tear off the chains.
The Panthers in a double slot now. They can call it the pistol if they want, but 2 up, 2 down. Here we go. Green drops back, throws it across the middle. There's Hodge in the end zone. No.
Green wanting to go deep with Hodge actually had the slot slant wide open. Looked like a busted read for the Jackson State defense.
Quentin Bell comes out for the Panthers to get the play, along with Kalen LaSalle. Now the Panthers with a 3rd and 10 here. Throwing into the wind, folks. Got quite a few viewers. Tell a friend to tell 10 friends to tell 10 about exciting Panther Vision on Prairie View A&M University YouTube channel. Here comes Green with a trips right. Fakes it, gives it right up the middle of Courtney Brown. Brown breaking tackles, going to the left side, but he's not going to have enough. He's going to be stopped right at about the 18-yard line, about 4 yards shy of where we need. And hey, I go for it here at this point. 4:53, you're at the end of the 2nd quarter. The Panthers are, they're going to go for it, and we're going to fire them up. The Panthers are going to go for it. That only fired them up slightly.
Only slightly.
If I would have done the let's go, PV, let's go, you think they'd have gotten mad?
Prairie View 62% conversion rate on 4th downs. They've had a lot of 4th and shorts.
Trips right, Abear in motion. Green drops back, rolls right, looks up, throws it across the middle. Oh, and good defense there by Jackson State. That's great defense. On the right side there by Xavier Bingham, who breaks it up. Bingham, the junior from Summit, Mississippi, gets it back for the Tigers.
It's a good effort by Green. He saw an area to the top side of the field that looked wide open, ripe for the taking on a rush. But the Jackson State defense quickly closed that hole, and he tried to get it out quickly.
Okay, there are 22 tubas over there for the Jackson State Sonic Boom? Somebody count those tubas. I'm just saying, folks, you want to see everything about the game, right? Right side, Morikawa throws it incomplete, and that's going to bring up a 2nd 10. The Sonic Boom of the South. And folks, join us at halftime. We'll let you enjoy the Battle of the Bands. We'll also talk with Harold Mitchell, the head official, the head football official for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. He's going to come and join us. My good friend, I was watching him. We got a couple of other officials down there. I can't remember the other gentleman's name. No, not Walter Clemens. There's another gentleman's David Dumas. Dumas was an official when I was playing football at Prairie View, and I'm going to tell you a funny story. Right across the middle, it is incomplete, pass intended. That time for number 15 for Jackson State, Jaron Morikawa. That's not 15, that's 14. 45, trying to go for the big man there. Jabari Payton.
It's another example, Charles, of the complete defense for the Prairie View Panthers. The interior lineman, defensive lineman, actually got a great rush on the quarterback and rushed that throw because the man was beat deep. Our defense was beat deep.
Yeah, where was the safety? Trips left, Morikawa throws it across the middle into the dirt, and no one really near.
Another great rush. He's got to get it out of there. The defense is on him so fast, Charles, that he doesn't have time to sit in the pocket. Even if he steps up, he's got a man in his face. Great job by the Prairie View defense.
Yeah, Fosselman the closest receiver, but Dumas, is it David Dumas? David Dumas, one of the officials for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, man. He was playing when I was playing for Heyman, and I mess with him every time. He's like, number 81, can you just play and stop all that talking?
No.
No. He said, man, you need to calm down, because that'd be all over him. Great punt again by Owen Houlihan. Thank you, Jonathan. With 3:57 left to play. Quite a few folks watching, 212 of you. Folks, go on our Facebook pages, or you can make a comment. Okay, who you rooting for from Latina? Is that Latina Williams?
Latrina Williams.
Latrina Williams.
Shouting who you're rooting for from the SIP. I want to give a shout out to all of our fans. Hit us up on our Facebook pages, Charles Porter or Jonathan Stribling, or hit Ryan McGinty on his email address and let us know how we're doing.
Yeah,
we're doing well. If we're not doing so well.
Hold on, let me get you. Ron say, hey, man, what are you doing? You having too much fun. That was Deasing punting it to Prairie View, and I called Deasing Houlihan. And don't even say it. All right, here we go. The Panthers in the shotgun again, 3:57. They give it right side to Courtney Brown across the right tackle, and he'll pick up 5 yards on the play. I wonder if Lamont Moore is watching exciting Panther football up in Beaumont, Ozan, where Trey Green went. He was the coach, my frat brother, he a PC, and he coached Trey Green and was instrumental in getting Green to commit to Prairie View. What's up, Frat? If you're listening out in Beaumont, Texas, Elsie should be listening too, but we'll see. Fake to Brown. Across the middle. Oh, man, that was incredible coverage. But I think what happened is he got his hand on the bat.
Well, it's kind of one of those professional calls there. When you get your left hand wrapped around that receiver and you turn him, they're going to call that penalty every time. What we missed on that play was, even though Trey Green went up top for that pass, you had Jonte Hebert on the blown coverage down here on the wide side of the field. I mean, had Trey Green turned around and saw that, with Hebert's speed, that might have been 6.
At any rate, the Panthers advance. 3:19 left to play. We've got look like a pro set to start it off, but they call it a pistol. They give it to Brown right up the middle. Brown dives for, call it 5 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Same formation. The Panthers give it to Brown again. Brown kind of bounces off that left tackle and nowhere to go.
Brown, we talked about, another one of those seniors that will be sorely missed at the conclusion of this game. Panthers are going to have to kind of retool their backfield. Fred Anderson coming back. We've got some youth in the cupboard.
Yeah, and we're going to be good at wide receiver. Christian Russo changed from quarterback to wide receiver now after Nick Petrie got hurt. He's here at the bottom, and, man, he's got great speed and great hands, too. So we're going to be okay. As Russo attacking there, that corner, here comes Green. Green's in holding, and we're going to bring it back. Wow. Green scampers around the right side, gets the first down, but the Panthers are hanging on there in the backfield, and that one's going to come back. 10-yard penalty. That's going to be a 3rd and 13 for the Panthers now. Wait a minute, chop block or holding? What? Chop block or holding? What's it called? He made the signal for the chop block, but then, well, okay, folks. At any rate, it's going to be a 10-yarder or a 15. Yeah, 10-yarder. I was looking at holding, but I was right the first time, folks. 13 yards for pay dirt for the Panthers. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Here we go with under 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Stay tuned for a great halftime show with the sonic boom of the South going against the Prairie View A&M Marching Storm. Who you're rooting for? PVU. We're going to win it. Green to Abear. Quick pass, right side. Abear gets enough right at the first down marker. Let's see. He's going to be about a yard shy. What do you think?
He's right at it.
He's right at it,
It's
man.
going to be
close.
It's going to be very close.
Bring in big truck driver.
They're going to have to bring in chains on this one.
No, let's bring in big truck driver and get it anyway. And, yeah, they're going to spot it with the 4th and half inch. Will the Panthers call timeout or what's going on? Yeah, they're going to mark it like you said. And here come the chain crew. Coach, get out the way.
And like you said, even if the Panthers do not pick it up here on this play,
you'll see DeAndre Smiley come in there and run it. And it looks like they're going to have it, folks. It's mighty close, and the Panthers are looking good there. Nope, about an inch. 6 inches. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers. Okay, I bring in Smiley, and let's see the. Nope. Well, I'm not the coach, and obviously Willie Simmons knows what he's doing, so we'll just let him make the call.
There he is.
Yeah, we'll just let him make the call. Is there going to be a timeout or? Yeah, it's going to be 4. Now, the way he's spotting it there, it looks like maybe 2 inches, but it was much wider when he made the signal at first. And they're going to go for this one. I see the offense still on the sideline there. Elsie Scott's checking in with us from Houston, Texas. Who you rooting for? And yeah, the Panthers are going to go for it. I'm going to fire him up anyway. The Panthers are going to go for it. Oh, let's do it one time. Let's go, PV. Let's go.
Actually had the defense jumping there.
Yeah, I scared him. Okay, Smiley, or pardon me, Green is going to stay in. They're going to give it to Abear. He's going to get the first down. Wow, it's close. Abear jumps in. He's pointing for the first down marker. Will it be a second? It's going to be a second measurement. Yeah, they're going to measure it again, and the Panther is injured. Here comes the training crew.
Now, it looks like he got it on this one. This spot is a more favorable spot than the last spot. Don't have far for the chains.
Oh, my, man, that's Courtney Brown down on the carpet.
Yeah, that's the first down.
Well, yeah, but we got a hurt man, so we ain't going to get excited, and especially if that's Courtney Brown. It's 29. Okay, that's not Courtney Brown. It's number 29 down on for the Panthers. And we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, while we've got an injured man. We'll step aside and come back here in a few moments with more exciting Panther football.
Prairie View A&M University, we have a state-of-the-art sports medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedic sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist. Here at Prairie View,
the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The injured player is 29. is coming off the field. I didn't see a 29 on my side of the roster. Who? Ronnie Caesar, the injured player, but he came out on his own power. Quick pass, right side, it's caught with Moore. Hodge breaking the tackle. Hodge gets out to the 35-yard line for another first down, Prairie View. Hodge.
Excellent run after catch by Hodge there.
First down.
And having the intelligence of a football player to understand not only his position on the field, but also the time on the clock. 33 seconds, getting out of bounds there, saving a timeout by the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers trying to keep it alive here and keep it going. Trips at the bottom. Green drops back to pass. Looks up top. Oh, throws it right behind Hodge. Hodge is just a man on a mission out there with that tremendous speed and yards after the catch. Yak really gets it done, and he wanted that one. Christian Russo still out, and here comes Jonte Hebert back in the game for Prairie View.
I want to give a shout out quickly to Brendia Pilgrim on the YouTube channel. Let's go PV.
Brent, you got to put where you're hailing from. We want to know where you're from, Brendia. So get back on there and tell us where you're hailing from, and we'll tell you who you're rooting for. How about that? Trips left for the Panthers. Trey Green in the shotgun. Brown's in the backfield.
And our good friend Carol Campbell's down there.
Oh, man, I saw that one. Boy, golly gee, the wind got a hold of that one. And, man, I tell you, good defense there by the Jackson State Tigers. Bingham, Zavarius Bingham, could have took that one over there to the Tubas. And the wind held the ball up there.
Well, that's something, Coach Leverett, we talked about a few minutes ago. You've got to watch some of your situations here. You put that ball in the air with the wind that's kicked up here in Bulldog Stadium. You run the risk of getting it picked off. We were on the plus side of that with the kickoff when we were able to get that onside recovery.
Wow, Stephen Morikawa with Honda is coming on. I wonder if there's any relation to the Jackson State quarterback, Stephen Moore. Look, wow, okay. You didn't think, I read, I notice things, Ryan McGinty. I read, okay, I was in Miss Edmonds' class, so I'm trying to tell you, we were taught to do those kinds of, everybody think it's so funny. Gee whiz, boys. Okay, if you want to know what we're laughing at, the quarterback for Jackson State is Jaron Morikawa. And we've got to check, well, whatever. It's 27 seconds left to play. Here we go. The Panthers with a reverse. Anthony Wilkes throws it back right. Trey Green is wide open. Oh, my goodness, but the wind kept it. The wind kept the ball from getting to Green quickly, and Green had to stop, which gave Jackson State time to recover, and it didn't work.
And these are good plays, Charles. These are excellently drawn out plays, but this is not your typical quarterback throwing the ball. So his arm strength and his ability to get that out there quickly.
His accuracy couldn't get it there.
Yeah, exactly. He just, plus dealing with this wind, your normal quarterback, Trey Greens, your Smileys, Morikawas, they're accustomed to dealing with the force they have to put behind the ball for this wind. But
20 seconds left to play. Is this going to be a delay of game by the Panthers? The Panthers, false start on the offense here. 5-yard penalty, and that's going to be a replay of fourth down. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, replay fourth down. Panthers with 20 seconds. Well, 19 now, folks, left to play here in the first half, leading 21-0. I want to send a shout out to my good friend AJ Whiteside, King of the Blues, who's in Round Rock, Texas, watching the games. He watches all of them. I want to send a shout out to him, along with my frat brother, Wayne Watson, who is watching down in San Diego, California. Jonathan, I kind of got some tabulations. We've had over 7,000 viewers this year on Panther Vision. Man, that's incredible with an incredible basketball season coming up. Green travels around the right side, scrambles, and hey, that's some pass interference there. Where's the flag? Everybody's grabbing, but no. And that's going to take it down to 13 seconds. We'll turn it over. Jackson State will have one play to end the first half. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and then the Jackson State Sonic Boom Band, the Sonic Boom of the South, are they still? I remember going to the Texas Southern Jackson State game down in Houston at Robertson Stadium. That's when it was called Robertson Stadium. Ryan McGinty shaking his head because his mom and them used to go when it was the Turkey Day Classic. But anyway, I remember going in. I remember one year, Jackson State, I'm telling you, I'll never forget this. It's when Teddy Pendergrass song came out, Turn Off the Lights. And Jackson State had lights on their instruments. And at halftime when they played, Ron Leverett remembers they played Turn Off the Lights by Teddy Pendergrass, and Ron Leverett said he was having some different kind of refreshment during that game, and they turned the lights out in Robertson Stadium, okay, and it took 45 minutes for them to get the lights back on. Okay, they almost canceled the game because they couldn't get the lights turned back on. I was 15 years old. My father was general manager over at KTSU. I got to go to all the games free, like Lorenzo, and run out on the field and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I remember that. And then I remember another year when the announcer came out and said, "You ever seen a jukebox swing?" I'll never forget that. And Mercawa has nowhere to go, and that should do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. 21-0. The Panthers are leading. Stick around. We'll take a quick break, come back with the Battle of the Bands, and we'll talk with head official of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Mr. Hal Mitchell. Stay tuned.
Summertime equals summer camps, and this one's unique. The focus is not just getting to know new friends, but also about getting to know nature, specifically wildlife.
If the only thing the kids take away this week is a deeper understanding for wildlife and how important it is to everyone, then we've done our job.
It's called the Wildlife Conservation Camp, and it's put on by the Texas chapter of the Wildlife Society. The goal of the week-long getaway is to introduce high school students to all aspects of wildlife and to let them know it's not just fun, but can also be a career.
Meeting the professionals has been really amazing because I get to, meet people who are actually in the fields I'm interested in. And so I'm kind of getting a better idea of where I might want to go, things I might want to do to better prepare myself for my future career.
Campers come from all over Texas, or in Elizabeth's case, the United States. For 7 days, they're immersed in all things wildlife. They spend very little time indoors. All the learning this week is done outside, in nature's classroom, and students soak in every lesson.
It's truly amazing because there's so many topics that we cover, and you're just so exhausted because we do so much, and it's just 100% out in the woods, constantly doing what I love to do, which is conservation and research of wildlife.
Maybe they're kayaking, setting traps, building scent stations, or learning to shoot. Whatever the activity, the goal is to instill a love and respect for the outdoors and the animals that call it home.
I've learned so much from the camp. I've learned so much about conserving the wildlife and the habitat of animals and how important it is, to maintain this stuff.
Good evening. For a special presentation. As a company that thrives on innovation, Honda understands power. Dreams guide us and inspire us to move forward. For Honda, continue to create innovative products and mobility with society. Honda embraces and supports those who forge their dreams into a better future. For over 50 years, American Honda supported the success and dreams of nations including black colleges and universities. Initiatives like the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge and Honda Battle of the Bands. Honda has been able to touch more than 120,000 students and award more than 10 million grants in support of HBCUs. Ladies and gentlemen, alumni students and dreams. Pause for a moment to honor and recognize Rise Championship Team. PVAMU University prides itself on academics and athletics. Since 1989, the university has built a team on the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge, the HBCU National Championship. Over the past 26 years, the team has amassed more than $180,000 in grants and national championships. Today, we take time out to honor the team and welcome Mr. Stephen Morikawa, Vice President of Corporate Community Relations of the American Honda Motor Company Incorporated. Special presentation to the 2015 champions of the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. Joining the presentation will be the Honorable Cecil Bell, Texas State Representative, our President, Dr. George C. Wright. Members of the team are Joseph Dowell, Captain from Killeen, Texas, Brandon Billings, a senior from Austin, Texas, Eric Johnson, a junior from Bourne, Texas, and Chase Lavales, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, and Sharir Saeed, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, along with their legendary coach, Herbert R. Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our Honda All-Stars a nice applause.
Earlier this year, 76 HBCUs formed academic teams to compete in the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. And in the national championship, the victor came out as the Prairie View University HCAS team. So at this time, I'd like to present Dr. Wright, Coach Thomas, and the Prairie View A&M HCAS team, and congratulate you on winning the national championship for 2015. And along with it, American Honda would like to present a $50,000 gift to their university with our congratulations on your championship. Congratulations, guys.
First, I'd like to thank American Honda for what you do for our higher institutions of learning, and congratulate Prairie View A&M on a fine win and a national championship. On behalf of the Texas House of Representatives and the great state of Texas, I've had the honor of preparing a resolution for each of the members of the championship team. It is a great honor that I will present those resolutions to each of these teams. We want to thank Honda for supporting the HBCUs for over 25 years, and we're very excited to be the champion again for the second time within the last 5 years.
This afternoon. Well, first I want to thank Jones for coming out. Give it up one more time for the kids. Right there. Want to let you know that on December 19th, they will be doing a toy drive at Jones Elementary to benefit children of the Child Protective Services. So please bring all your toys to Jones Elementary on December 19th. Alright? Alright, let's get this party started.
Sonic Boom and the Prairie University Marching Storm. They were simply outstanding. Standing with me is Mr. Harold Mitchell. He is the head football official. What is the exact title? Head football official for Southwest Athletic Conference.
The coordinator of football official.
Coordinator of football officials. And Mr. Mitchell has been around here a long time. He's a very dear friend. I still remember the red swag hat that I asked for. I still have it in my closet. I don't wear it much because I want to keep it as a keepsake. But, you know, we've seen some great stuff going on here in today's game. For one thing, the Panther football team with a great record with a chance to get in the playoff bid on the 22nd is really, really good for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. But the officials have been doing a great job, and we try to kind of decipher what's going on down on the field when they're making the calls with us. The microphone on the field isn't working. So we have to kind of decipher what's going on and do about 2 or 3 things. What are some of the other things and changes in technology that Southwestern Athletic Conference are experimenting with for next year?
Well, you know, we're experimenting with replay now. We have replay for our TV games, which is about 9 games during the year. And it's very, very helpful in regards to making sure we get the calls right. The concern that we have in can we do it for every game is on the agenda. And I know the SWAC is looking very carefully at that. The problem with doing it at every game is some schools, technology-wise, don't have the capability of doing it as far as camera work, and there is also the money issue. The fact that it is very expensive to do replay on an every game basis there. But I know the SWAC is looking at it. I think that all the coaches, presidents, and ADs would love to have it because they want the calls on the field to be accurate.
Well, everybody doesn't have a Michael West so that they can have the technology and the great camera angles that we have here. Before we go and get back to the game, what about the concussion protocol? You know, you and I were discussing the schools and their concussion protocols when players are getting hurt, and we talked about each player or each team rather has a coach on the field, but it costs a little money to put that whole protocol together.
Well, the protocol that most of your major colleges have is that they have an independent doctor who is not a part of either team that is up in the press box area, usually in the replay area, that will kind of observe, and in case of a player that looks like they may have some concussion problem, has the ability to stop play. Now, I know in the SWAC we're very aware of concussion problems, and I know that our medical people, our trainers, and the doctors on the field are very, are looking at it very carefully. But it's something that every conference is looking at. The major conferences are able to take a little bigger step than we are able to, but I know that it's something on our agenda and something that we talk about consistently.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Harold Mitchell, the coordinator for Southwestern Athletic Conference officials for football. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. This is my good friend all the way from Willacoochee, Georgia, folks, coming in and having a great interview with us. Thanks a lot. Congratulations for on your great efforts that you do for the conference, and we'll see you on down the road. Let's get back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Morikawa throwing down left side with another attempt. And that's going to bring up a second down for the Panthers. Mr. Harold Mitchell, again, folks, one of my good friends. Was an official when I was playing football here at Prairie View A&M University, and he has a well-deserved position as coordinator of football officials. Ron Lever says he's got some great shots. We'll see him on Facebook. Third down for the Tigers. Third down for the Tigers. Let's go, PV, let's go. Quick pass screen for the receiver on the right side. Nowhere to go is Jackson State's Devin Folsom. Jonathan, we got some quick stats here for the first half, even though we're kind of late.
Well, looking at these, Charles, Prairie View's defense is what stands out the most. You look at some of Jackson State's numbers, rushing attack, Joshua Bates, which is mostly their third down back, only has 36 total yards on 7 carries, averaging 4.9 a carry. Only 2 receptions that are showing up in the stats for Jackson State. Will Golston has 1 for 19 yards, and let me see, this is Devin Folsman has 1 for 6.
Yeah, only 2 catches in the first half for Jackson State. Wow.
Prairie View, on the other hand, Jonte Hebert, 12 for 92 in the first half. He's on his way to another 100-yard game. Courtney Brown, 6 for 22. Trey Green leads our passing attack, 7 for 16 for 87 yards. Only 1 sack. And like you said, Cordero Hodge has stepped up, 4 receptions for 68 yards in the first half.
Hebert just picking and choosing as he goes, and he's slung out of bounds, and everybody wants a flag, but man, Hebert on the carry for the Panthers looks like a first down. Hebert on the carry for the Panthers. First down, Prairie View. Quite a few people checking in, folks on the Facebook page. Man, we've got a lot of people checking in, watching the Battle of the Bands, Ryan McGinty. They seem to really enjoy that. And let's get back to live action. Is that Fred Anderson coming around the right side? They snuck someone else in on us. Let's see, coming up off the bottom of the pile is, Fred Anderson. Got a lot of comments here. The HBCU sports staff with the Battle of the Bands. Who is that watching?
No, the HBC sports staff, they're watching this game with great interest, as they say. The NCAA FCS selection committee is taking note, and Prairie View A&M deserves a bid in the playoff.
Oh, man, that sounds great. Does that mean we get to go to a playoff game, Ryan, or are they going to put it on ESPN? If we can go, we're going. That's going to be a first down for the Panthers. I'm trying to make my bid at any rate.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
first down, Prairie View. We'll
schedule that.
Yeah, we'll go on our dime. If the NCAA says we can broadcast the game, and I'm sure the Panther faithful will come up and help us with some money to get the line. NCAA takes we can't do it. Oh man. Quick pass right side. It's caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. Wow, Cordero Hodge with another reception for a touchdown.
And Trey Green, like I said, coming in ranked second in the SWAC in passing. Doing an excellent job here. Able to stand in there, Charles, and take that hit is what's not being talked about. He had to stand in there and take that hit as he delivered a strike to Cordero Hodge.
The snap is back, the kick is up. It's barely, but good. And there's some fisticuffs going on down there. Flags flying from everywhere. Some pushing and shoving. The Jackson State Tigers seem to be a little riled down there. Uh-oh. We've got, when you see all those flags out there, that might mean somebody's going to have to take it to the locker room. No hats thrown, though. We'll see, folks. While we kind of iron that out, I want to send some more shouts out. Anna Donato is checking in. My cousin all the way in Lamarck, Texas, Jacob Armstrong. Personal foul on the offense. Personal. Somebody's gotten ejected for kicking.
No, it's roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker, but he said someone's got ejected, the first one. Trying to get the news from Ryan McGinty. They say a punch was thrown and someone got ejected from the game. Let's see. Well, there's, looking on the right side there, Jalen Morton is running in the locker room. but he's not taking his helmet, so he might be. But well, maybe no one was ejected. We're trying to find out what's going on. I guess the good thing is, though, folks, the Panthers scored another touchdown, 28-0 is the score.
Yeah, the Panthers really putting on a statement game here today in Bulldog Stadium. They came out fired up not only offensively but defensively, and they are really putting a hurting to the JSU Tigers.
Houlihan is going to kick a field goal again from the 45-yard line. And look, there's another. The Jackson State Tigers are really trying to get after the Panthers. And the Tigers will take over at the 25-yard line, 75 yards of real estate to go. Jim Robinson also is checking in with us on the Prairie View University YouTube channel. All the way from Lamarck, Texas. Like I said, my cousin Jacob Armstrong's listening. Timothy Gordon, my classmate, is watching us and wanting to wish Joshua. Oh, today is Josh Holly's birthday? I didn't know that. Right side is Bates going around the right side. Oh, man, nowhere to go. The Panthers all over him and stopped for a loss of about 6. And, man, that Panther defense seems to be really tightening up. A den of Panthers on the left side, led by Damian Jackson for Prairie View.
And their gap protection has been excellent today, Charles. The guys are staying in their lanes as they're rushing up the field. They're not getting caught with any play action. They're not following any misdirection. They are doing their job, and they are doing their job well.
Bates. Whoa. And flags all over the place.
And that's Weaver jumping another route. And as a coach, you've got to watch this. Your guys are getting really antsy. They're jumping those routes. You've got to make sure that JSU doesn't try a double move here. Anytime you get your DBs kind of pressing and pressing.
And I'm sorry, there were flags on the play. What's going on? There was a flag thrown near the play, and now they picked the flag up.
Well, it's really difficult.
And they're going to march off 5 yards. What was the call?
Yeah, it's really difficult. Unfortunately, in the stadium, ladies and gentlemen, the referee doesn't have a microphone to be able to announce. We've got some cell phone towers in the area that kind of
prohibit us from doing it, yeah.
wreak havoc on our sound system here in Bulldog Stadium.
Oh, man, Bates runs into a den of Panthers again, and there's just nowhere for him to go.
And like we said a little earlier, we were very critical of the defense early in the season on some of their miscues, some of their alignments, their communication, some of their technique. But, I mean, this defense here, you're talking night and day. You've got to give credit not only to this defensive staff, but also to these players out on the field.
Morikawa drops back, flags on the play, throws right side. It's caught. Fosselman finally gets one. And there are flags on the play, but there's laundry on the field. And they're going to call it, they're pointing it towards Prairie View. Is it going to be offside? Who made was it the line judge or the?
Well,
offsides, yeah, okay. On the Panthers, that's going to be declined. And that's going to be a first down for Tigers of Jackson State. First. Offside. On the defense. That penalty is declined. First down, Jackson State. And boy, it's really windy up here in the Crow's Nest. All of our stats are blowing all over the place. Right side, Bates gets it and turns it the other direction. And nowhere to go out on the right side. Stop made that time by Williams.
And Williams again, Charles, those defensive ends, those linebackers, the defensive line is covering up our linebackers, allowing them to go sideline to sideline to make plays, fans. And these guys are staying in their lanes, and they are just dominating the offensive line of Jackson State.
Morikawa drops back to pass, looks right, throws right, it's caught, but right there on the left side, man, is Weaver with the great defense. Well, wait a minute, is that 20? I'm sorry, that's Brewer on the defense. Brewer doing a great job. I mean, you remember, Jonathan, in the first few games, man, Brewer was having a real rough time there. And, man, he has just really stepped up to be an outstanding defensive back as the season had progressed. The Panthers showing blitz here. And Will, Morikawa has it thrown quickly with a one-on-one situation. It floats up out of bounds, no good. And flags on the play, roughing the passer. That's what's going to be. That's going to be automatic first down. Yeah, personal foul, roughing the passer, automatic first down, yeah. Personal foul, roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
I want to give a shout out quickly to Cynthia and Brittany, watching and rooting for PV in Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Oh, wow. One of our seniors was from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Cucamonga? Cucamonga. One of our seniors. They're probably watching, they're probably kinfolk.
That's a great pursuit by Riley Johnson there, a 6'2", 185-pound senior out of Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah, I think that they might be friends or family of Nduka. Chima Nduka. Oh, great tip. Almost intercepted by the Panthers. And a tip, but they might be a family of Nduka in Rancho Cucamonga. 9:15 left to play here in the third. The Panthers on top 28-0 of the Jackson State Tigers. The Tigers came in with a 3-6 overall record. Talked about the coaching change in mid-season. Derek McCall took over for Harold Jackson around the 6th of October. The Tigers just wasn't getting the production that they needed, so they made a change in mid-season. And have had it rough ever since. They defeated Texas Southern, Alabama State, Mississippi Valley, but those are the only conference schools they play. Wide open, great pass, and it's caught that time by Fosselman, and Fosselman finally gets his hand on one. Pass complete.
You talk about an excellent pass there by Morikawa, able to look off the safety just long enough to float that one in there. That soft part of the zone from Prairie View.
Well, the Tigers see a little life here. Trips left here at the bottom. Bates, the lone setback. Morikawa gets back, drops back, throws left, wide open one-on-one. It's out of bounds. Wynn took it. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for Jackson State. Fosselman, the intended receiver, 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Morikawa drops back, hands it off right in the middle, and nowhere to go for Bates. Man, the defensive line is really playing well.
Well, down in the red zone here, Prairie View normally turns up the intensity, turns up the pressure, and shoots in a lot of their blitzing linebackers. They're known to bring a corner in for a corner blitz, looking to hold Jackson State to a field goal here on this drive, deep into the red zone.
Okay, Panther fans, let's help them out. Let's go, PV, let's go. Pass, it's deep. Jump ball, oh my goodness, and it's caught. And they pushed him in the back. Did you see that push in the back there?
Well, 81, he really got kind of what we had earlier with the assist from the wind. Because the wind held that ball up long enough to take the defender out of the play, and with a little extra nudge from the push.
Well, we talked with Harold Mitchell, and they're going to show the replay on there, and that's a push. That's going to bring up for the first time the kicker for Jackson State. Jarius Mole, the snap is back, the kick is up, is good. But hard to see on the replay what happened. And here comes the replay again. There's the drop back. They pass it on the right side. And there's the push, but no call. Wow. Well, the Tigers will get on the board with 7. Ron McGinty comes in chuckling.
And we were talking about it quickly, Charles. We got that information. That's the family of number 32, Marquise O'Leary, out in California. You are welcome. Thank you for watching Prairie View on our live YouTube stream. Like Charles says, tell a friend and
tell 10 friends.
And
hey, exciting Panther basketball is in full swing here. Coming up on the 5th, is it the 5th or the 4th of December? The 5th of December, join Jonathan and I with more exciting Panther basketball wins action in the Baby Dome. And I think that we have one men's game on the 21st. One men's game on the 21st. And that'll wrap it up for the year. And then, of course, in the second week in January, Southern and Alcorn will come to town, and we'll kick off the football season. Oh, wow. In the same fashion, in the same wind, the wind blew the football back. It bounced in front of the receiver, and now the Jackson State Tigers will take over. Wow.
Well, we should have been ready for that one, Charles. I mean, we got it in the first half. Jackson State seems to have that magic.
Offsides on the kicking team. And they're going to run over and talk with Coach McCall, and they're going to have to re-kick this one.
Well, this would be a good opportunity to put your hands team out there, because you know the wind is going to catch this ball, and it's not going to get 20 yards down the field.
There's a flag way over there. It was way before the play, and they're going to have to re-kick it.
Offsides on the kicking team.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Prairie View return team
they're
up close. They're up to the 40-yard line. They're going to have to watch this one. Now, what you have to have is your up men, Charles, will have to block and not worry about where the ball is. They're going to have to make sure they get their men and give their receiving guys a chance to catch this one.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like they've got their good hands team out there. Mole getting ready to kick it. And it's going to come back. They got to get some good blocks, and it's caught. Good catch. And they're going to call that a fair catch. Did he signal?
Yeah, someone did signal a fair catch. I'm not sure if it was the actual individual that made the catch.
Well, it was actually Williams
Abear
who was kicking it out. Abear would get him out there and say, hey, wait a minute.
And that was a good coaching move. Don't necessarily try to advance the football here, because we don't know what that ball is going to do. Let's make sure we secure the ball and secure the possession, and we can worry about advancing the ball here on offense.
Well, the Panthers were the first and 10 on the 40-yard line with the winds at their back.
Down the sideline, Wilson, another one of those young receivers that's come in and helped out with the loss of Nick Petrie.
Yeah, what an adjustment made by Anthony Wiltz to catch it. And there's a timeout on the Jackson State Tigers. They'll take a timeout. Let's step aside, ladies and gentlemen. 7:33 left to play here in the third quarter. The Panthers on top of Jackson State, 28-7.
Home.
I mean, with the IBEW, they've done so much for me that, you know, if anything I can do to give back to the IBEW and give back to our community, because we're all skilled craftsmen. And so anything that we do coming out here and doing community service and giving back, we're going to do it the best job we can.
And I just love the way my house is looking. And I am really, really happy. Mary Kay Edwards, and I've been here July 22nd, 23 years.
I'm John Easton Jr. I'm the business manager, financial secretary of the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local Union 716 here in Houston. We train and educate the best, most qualified electricians.
We're back live here in Bulldog Stadium. Charles Porter Johnson stribbling the entire Panther Vision sports broadcast team on hand. Look, we finally got a chance to give everybody a Panther Vision shirt. And Ron Leverett, since he's the senior Panther Vision member, will be the only one in a white shirt in the picture. Right side. Oh, Kadarrell Hodge going way up top. Couldn't hold on to it. And he's not a happy camper. But right at the 1 yard line, man, that would have been a tremendous catch. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Hodge, the intended receiver, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers in the pistol. Green gets it, gives it to Hebert with the fake, and Hebert will, oh, how did Hebert escape? Touchdown, Panthers! Wow.
And you're talking about an exciting play on that one. I mean, he was stuffed. Looking at the replay here.
Check this out, folks. He's stuffed right here in the middle.
He even faked the camera crew out.
And wow.
Oh, that's...
Well, it's a previous play, but you can still see what's about to happen. Hebert running around the blocking of his right side. Gets caught right in the middle of all of the linemen. The linemen keep pushing, and Hebert scampers around the right side and goes in for the touchdown. What a play. 35-7, the Panthers on top.
And you had the guard pulling on that play, Charles, and he just happened to sneak in and get that blitzing linebacker that was coming in on that run blitz. Hebert able to bounce off his blocker and get outside. Once he gets outside, he's got the speed to take a distance any spot on the field.
Folks, for over 5 decades, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has been protecting our members' moments, the big and small, the everyday. Our 800-plus agents and over 300 claim personnel provide prompt, efficient service to 450,000 member families all across Texas by providing home, farm and ranch, life, health, and other products. For more information, please visit your local Texas Farm Bureau Insurance agent or log on to txfb-ins.com.
And football fans, get on your tweeters and support the Prairie View A&M football team as they need you, as we would like for all of you to tweet the hashtag PV to the playoffs as the Panthers fight for a berth to the FCS playoffs next week. Once again, tweet the hashtag PV to the playoffs, all one word, and let the world know that the Panthers are ready to compete in the FCS playoffs.
Oh yeah, we've got to put that on our Facebook pages, and you're going to have to set up my Twitter account, because even though I am, I know technology, but I don't have Twitter.
You're not a tweeter.
Ron McGinty's laughing, but he didn't have Twitter until he had to have it. So 7:21 left to play. Morikawa back in for the Jackson State Tigers. Quick pitch on the right side. Around the corner goes Jarius Mole. Mole wrestled out of bounds. And that's going to be a gain of maybe 2 on the carry.
Yeah, it's excellent pursuit there coming from across the field. It's Marquise O'Leary.
On the carry for Jackson State, Marquise O'Leary on the defense for the
Excellent speed and just having that ability to get across the field like that, Charles. That's a special, unique talent that a defender possesses, able to kind of weave his way in and out of those blocks.
Man, what a tackle that time by Jalen Thibodeau on the right side, man, going up against Bates, man. Bates is a big bruising back, and, man, Thibodeau lowered the shoulder, kind of like lowering the boom, and got the stop. That's going to be a 3rd and 5. Okay, Panther fans, 3rd and 5. Come on. Who are you rooting for? I absolutely hate this microphone. I'm going to make Ryan McGinty buy us new microphones. I'm going to call Dr. Wright and say, Dr. Wright, can we get some? Oh, wow. What a hit. Is that Brandon Medina, number 48? 46, is that 6? I'm sorry. Coming up, putting on the power hit. Wow. Medina on the hit for the Panthers.
Excellent hit by Medina. Unfortunately, the forward progression of the receiver got him the first down.
Morikawa gives it to Bates. Bates runs up in the front, but here come the Panthers all over him. His forward progress will probably net him 3 yards.
And he's running hard, Charles, but just the Panthers' defensive line is not allowing the Jackson State Tigers' offensive line to get onto the second level and get their runners any room.
Arthur Lockett on the stop, man. Arthur Lockett changing over from running back to defensive back. I understand, played some defensive backs back at Yates High School. Quick pass, they got him on the one-on-one. And Weaver over there with the coverage.
And they're picking on Weaver again, Charles. Something we talked about a little while ago and at halftime. Weaver's been sitting on a lot of those quick routes, those hitches, those little 10-yard outs, and he's been able to break them up and as well as pick one of those passes off. So if you can catch Weaver kind of looking in the backfield, that was just a straight go route there, a straight 9, whatever you want to call it. If they can get him on a double move, he's got to be real careful not to fall for one of those.
McCowell drops back the pass. There's another one-on-one situation, but he throws it out of bounds. The intended receiver for Jackson State, number 81, Daniel Williams, their leading receiver. And Dan Williams over there complaining about him, holding him. And Anthony Wilkes will come out, or Skylar Moore this time. Is that 36 or 86 down there? That's going to be Wilkes. And a fake punt, and the Tigers will converge on it. Wow.
Excellent play call.
And mixing it up down there in the back of Cedric Porter. I'm surprised there wasn't a flag back there.
And that's an excellent play call by the JSU coaching staff here with 4:52 left on the clock. Down 35-7. You've got to pull out all the stops to try to get you more possessions in this game because Prairie View has the ability to milk the clock and take off.
Well, we know that they do an excellent job with clock management. We saw it against Alcorn State when the Braves came roaring back. And McCowell throws it across the middle, almost a great catch. By the Tigers, and man, you keep saying that they're picking on Brewer over there.
Well, that's Weaver.
Weaver rather over there, and he's gotten some help from the middle from Chase Jackson, the safety. The intended receiver that time was Will Goldson. And here comes McCowell. Quick pass on the right side. Great job of eluding the tackle. It was Jordan Williams, a quarterback. Or is that 16? Looks like 18. That's Benjamin Thomas. with the catch. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Okay, Panther fans, come on, let's help them out. Let's go, PV, let's go. Makawa dropping back, throwing way deep. Oh, it's caught, but dropped by the Tigers. Dan Williams catches it, but drops it, and flags on the plays that roughing the passer. Oh my goodness, come on. And here we go with these mental mistakes. Wow. Personal foul.
Yet unfortunately, this is one of the ways that Prairie View can allow Jackson State to climb back in this game. Give them help like that. You had Dan Williams begging for a call for defensive pass interference, and we give them a call with roughing the passer. They'll take it either way. Keep this drive alive.
The only thing good about this is Jonta Abier and the offense gets some good rest. Makawa in the backfield, nowhere to go. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11, a loss of a yard in the timeout called. Well, the officials called a timeout on them, and somebody's got to come out of the game. Well, they call a timeout. And then get another big lineman. Boy, Jackson State's got some huge offensive linemen. They're averaging 6'3" and 270 pounds. Those are some big fellas.
Well, that's another reason to give kudos to the Prairie View defensive line, because they have been dominating that big group of fellas up there all game long.
Morikawa completes another pass across the middle to number 84, Benji Parrish. Okay, 31, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help them out. Let's go, PV, let's go. Morikawa drops back to pass, throws the fade route. Oh, and it floats up, and the wind
is our friend.
Wind is your friend, remember. You ought to stop. 2:37 left to play, 4th and 1. Jackson State's got no choice but to go for this one. To try to keep their drive alive, they're going to bring in the big bruiser Bates and put him in the backfield. You can look to see him get it. Morikawa. And the Panthers jump off sides and mess it up. Free play. And the Panthers are off sides, and they'll get that 5-yard penalty, and they'll get the first down. Wow. Offsides.
Yeah, the linemen have to hold their water on that one. Trying to get in, expecting a run. And Jackson State actually switched it up for a pass on that one. Yet still, you give them the flag. And once again, we talked about it. These penalties are
mistakes here.
What's keeping Jackson State's hopes alive. 35-7 with 2:32 left in the third. Fans still a lot of time, over a quarter left in this game.
Morikawa drops back, looks left, throws left, wide open touchdown if he catches it. No. Wow, he was wide open that time. Fosselman, he should have caught that one. He had the defender beat horribly, and that should have been a touchdown, Jackson State. He just couldn't find it and make the adjustment.
Yeah, he couldn't make the adjustment on the ball. I think the wind grabbed it a little bit. It's a nicely thrown ball by Morikawa, just unable to locate it and bring it in.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Morikawa drops back now. He's going to roll right. Pitches it out to Bates. And good defense by the Panthers again. Coming up there making a good stop from the free safety position.
It's Riley Johnson coming in to make that play. Showing again the great athletes that Prairie View has.
I mean, what pursuit coming on that end. Here we go, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. Who you rooting for? 154. Morikawa almost drops that when he steps up in the pocket as a man. Touchdown. Wow. Touchdown, Jackson State. Dan Williams gets one, their leading receiver. Williams with the catch for Jackson State.
Yeah, actually caught Arthur Lockett in a bad situation there. Caught him on a slant and just a bigger body. Lockett not able to get around without being penalized on that play to break that one up.
Snap is back, the kick is up, and it's good. 1:48 left to play here in the 3rd quarter, folks. Let's step aside. We'll be back with more exciting
more flags on the play.
University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity. Prairie View A&M University is about the students.
We have a state-of-the-art sports medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedic sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist. Here at Prairie View A&M University, we have
all about elevating the lives of others, and that's sort of what today's all about.
We help hundreds of families every year using volunteers, as you see out here today, to do the exterior of the homes to make a warm, safe, and dry home.
I mean, with the IBEW, they've done so much for me that, if anything I can do to give back to the IBEW and give back to our community, because we're all skilled craftsmen. And so anything that we do coming out here and doing community service and giving back, we're going to do it the best job we can.
And I just love the way my house is looking.
Well, the Panthers, the recipients are on the good side of a penalty as the Jackson State Tigers are pushed back to the, I guess, the 19-yard line, right at the 20, and they'll have to kick it off to the Panthers. And this is another situation where, they're kicking into the wind. So the Panthers are going to have to be real careful here and control the ball. 35-14, the Panthers on top of Jackson State with 1 minute and 48 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And coming out, kicking away is Darcy Williamson for Jackson State. And that's a good one. And it goes out of bounds.
And that's actually a flag. That should be a flag.
Well, they're going to call it a first down and give it to the Panthers at their own 45-yard line. I agree.
Yeah, it's kick out of bounds. That's a flag, regardless of the way that the weather is affecting these kicks.
Did it hit the field? Oh, okay, it hit the field, though.
It still should, it's out of bounds. Kick out of bounds, whether it hits the field or not. If it goes out of bounds, that's a penalty.
Well, they're going to give it to the Panthers on the 45-yard line. And Panthers will get another opportunity. The temperature continues to drop here in Bulldog Stadium. It's 50 degrees here. Green drops back to pass, has it, throws it right down the middle. Oh, man, it's almost caught by Kaderl Hodge. And good defense by the Jackson State Tigers. Hodge right there in the middle, and flags on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. The Panthers will get a break.
Yeah, and this is another opportunity for the offense with a minute and 43 left on the clock to take advantage of this win with the direction that we're going, because here in the fourth quarter, we're going to be going up against the win, so our running game is going to have to kick in the fourth quarter. So right now, it's a good opportunity for Trey Green to put it in the air and see what we can get out of this.
143. Left to play in the third. Green gets it over to Courtney Brown. Brown breaks it. Brown gets it over to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Panthers. Brown on the carry for the Panthers. First down, Prairie View. And the Panthers now hurrying up to give it back to Brown. Brown going around the left side, breaks another tackle. Just being patient, trying to find some room, and snatches his way and picks up 5 yards on the carry. Panthers trying to hurry it up. We'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 6 for the Panthers.
And we talked about that deceptive speed that Courtney Brown possesses. Anytime he can get a chance to get beyond that line of scrimmage, he can beat most of the linebackers and DBs with his speed.
Green keeps it, and that's going to be enough for the first down. Green on the keeper for the Panthers. First down, Prairie View. Panthers with a 1st and goal now. And the Panthers trying to hurry up and score here before this third quarter ends, down to 37 seconds. Green gets the snap, gives it to Brown. No, he keeps it. Green goes around his legs. It's going to be a touchdown.
And that's the way we want it, is in the end zone. Regardless of where it starts out, the end result is Trey Green on the keeper. 27 seconds left on the clock. Prairie View A&M 41, Jackson State 14. That's old school.
That's old school. Well, I was gonna tease the band because the band was a little slow with the touchdown song, the Panther fight song. They're a little late with that song. Everybody thinks it's kind of funny.
Waller's going to have to get him a net down there. I hate to see every time Houlihan kicks that gentleman on the end. He's got to go all out in the field. That's one of the police
officers. He's getting his
wilderness, to go and retrieve that kicking ball.
Down to 27 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers still putting it on them. Any more shouts out there, John?
Well, surprisingly, we've got a lot of Jackson State supporters. Israel Cady, native Jacksonian, JSU supporter and alumnus, repping from Chicago.
Oh wow!
We've got a bunch of our friends up in Chicago, classmates from around.
27 seconds left to play. Arturo Bird. Man, I got to call him by his nickname, Smelly. I can't remember Smelly's real.
Well, we talked about that before.
Him and Ursula and the bookstore debacle back in the day. But I tell you, I don't know if I'd go to the bookstore and find some things and wear them the next day. 42-14, and Houlihan's kick goes out of bounds. And the Tigers will take over on the 25.
Fans, if you're watching, give us a shout out. Put your comment in from
good or bad,
where you are, and if you're an alumnus, what year you graduated, or if you're just an ex-student.
Yeah, we had a viewer that wasn't really happy about our broadcast, and I mean, you know, hey, that's just the way it goes. We try to get better and better. Oh, and a quick pass over the right side, and it's caught. And that's going to be enough for the first down for Jackson State.
Well, what we make an attempt to do, fans, we get your comments, we sit down in our production meetings, and we go over what's going on and how you all would like to hear the game. And from the masses, we get a lot of comments that, hey, you guys do a heck of a job, because we don't like to hear those normal NFL guys and that
ball tipped on the right side. Meshack Williams almost gets the interception there. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, that scripted type of commentary.
Wow, we've got it. Coach's play card runs down the field. You can get it now. Coach's play calling sheet goes down the right side, and we've got it. And the coach is like, go get it. Everybody starts running towards the field. Down to 4 seconds. Final 4 seconds of the third quarter. Morikawa throws it the fade route, and great defense again on the right side. And that's going to do it for the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers are on top of Jackson State, 42-14. We'll be right back with more.
It's a legacy of my family to come to Prairie View, so it's on the way.
It's just fun to be the type of person where someone can pinpoint you on campus saying, hey, that's one of our athletes.
It's great. It's very family oriented.
I chose PV because
I'm looking forward to
of the great
competing in the
coaching.
track with my teams.
Play baseball for the school.
I chose Prairie View because I enjoy the pride and tradition.
It was the best situation for me to further my
I wanted to come to
education.
an HBCU.
We create
memories and
experiences
that I would have never.
My favorite athletic experience would be homecoming and also being forced to go to study hall, because without it, I wouldn't have my high GPA, 3.8.
My freshman year in one sweat. I chose Prairie View because of its great academic.
Being a leader for my teammates and
You get to make new friends from all
It's
over.
a well-rounded institution that's strong in academics and athletics.
We're back live here in Bulldog Stadium in Waller, Texas. Folks, want to remind you about our friends over at Apple Hyundai in Brenham, Texas. Your premier destination for unbeatable deals on new, used, or certified and pre-owned cars and SUVs. Apple Hyundai is proud to begin, which it's already began, its relationship with Prairie View, and we're going to have to change that spot. For more information about our friends down at Apple Hyundai, the telephone number is 1-800-491-7408, or you can log on to BrenhamHyundai.com. And don't forget, the Panthers take on the Cardinals of Lamar University in exciting women's basketball in the Baby Dome on December 5th, starting at 5 o'clock p.m. That's Lady Panther basketball versus Lamar.
Well, we've got a chance, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a lot of comments, and we want to shout back out to you. A lot of JSU fans that are commenting. Great broadcast. We appreciate that. Wayne Purdy. Wishing JSU was on the winning side of things. I understand Purdy, but unfortunately we'll have to take this one. Morehouse man and JSU fan.
Oh, man. Pass right down the middle of the field. Damon Jackson was real close to getting that one. That's going to bring up a fourth down for the Tigers. 3 and out rather.
So shout out to Calvin Tucker. PV alum, class of 97, my class, checking out in Chicago.
Ooh, I bet you it's cold in Chicago right now. Golly. Wiltz will be back to receive. If it's chill, if it's 50 here, it's 1 in Chicago. Good pass, Wiltz is going to take a bounce. Oh, and man, Wiltz gets the brakes, stays on his feet, gets to the 20, and wow, man, what concentration that time by Anthony Wiltz. The ball bounced in front of him, hit him in the chest. He stayed on it, picked it up, and made something out of it. Great job by the Panthers.
14:46 left on the clock. Prairie View's going to have to make sure to utilize their ground game here in the fourth quarter, going against the wind here. for the final quarter, things are blowing and blowing.
Well, you got maybe 5 total possessions left in this game. Depending on this drive, we'll see if Prairie View is on the 3 end of those 5. And if they can maintain a ground game here, they'll get the last and final possession. We'll see. Well, Big Dog is calling it, guys. Y'all listen. 5 possessions left in this one, barring any big plays. Ron Leverett says, okay, I'm gonna see. On the ground with it. Here we go on the right side. Man, well, Johnson Hebert goes in the middle, and that's going to do something with it. And wow, up to the races. Hebert to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. I stand corrected. There are 5 more possessions in this game.
And what was amazing, I don't mean to cut you off, Charles, but what was amazing to watch there was the increase in speed as Aber got closer to the goal line. He had a JSU Tiger with an angle on him. But once he got about to the 30-yard line, he saw that defender coming. He was able to switch gears, and that's that extra gear that those elite players have, and they're able to switch, and he ran that one for 6.
Owen Houlihan is out to attempt the point after the snap is back. The kick is up. And it's good, and boy, Aber, he just separates himself.
And I take that back. That was at the 40-yard line. Looking at the replay here.
That's where he put it in second
That's
gear.
when he kicked it in the overdrive there. He had a defender right next to him, and that defender just seemed like he was just so far away. What do they say? So close yet so far?
Yeah, and man, I tell you. The Panthers now 48-14. Now they're going to be 5 more possessions in the game. And man, you said it midway in the third quarter. We're going to have the wind at our backs in the fourth quarter, and that's when the Panthers' running game is going to have to kick in. And Courtney, Jonta Aber says, I refuse to be denied. We have really got to put it back on Jackson State. And I hope that doesn't get some of the Jackson State fans watching to stop watching after that one, because the Panthers are putting it on 49-14. And folks, people are really having fun with the comments here on the YouTube channel. We love it. What else you got over there, Jonathan? We want to hear some of the bad ones. Well, I want to hear some of the bad ones.
Well, we've got a few fans that I believe are
don't like you
more. No, they're more disgusted with the game than the broadcast, because they've got a good comment and then they've got a bad comment. But we've got Corey C., JSU alum in Orlando,
where it's nice and warm.
It's nice and warm.
And the Panthers will kick from their 50. Obviously, folks, these guys are throwing and picking up flags and not even giving us any signals. Panthers kicking from the 50 now. Houlihan with the swift kick. It's just bouncing. Picked up by Williams on the right side. Williams with some running room will run out at around the 33-yard line. And that onside kick thing into the wind, Panthers have it now. And one of the Jackson State Tigers making his plea with the official, and the official said, man, you better go on your side before you can get to go in where it's warm. Valamon German, the junior from Anaheim, California, kind of crip walked when he went out there. He said, hey man, look, official said you better go to your side. 14:29 left to play. Morikawa with the win. Now the Panthers in a deep zone here in the secondary. Jackson State likes those little quick passes. Morikawa with the win, throws it across the middle. It's caught. Good defense there, left side. Tackle made by, is that a 6 or a 9? Golly,
oh, it's Arthur Lockett.
Well, that's a
on
5.
the tackle.
That 5 looks like a 9 from here. Or is it time to change my prescription?
Might be time to check the prescription.
Oh,
there.
see, there you go. Okay, well, I'm going to make sure I do that on my days off next week. You got to go back to work tomorrow? I do. 2.5-hour drive. Here we go. Back to pass is Morikawa. He's going to roll left, looks to the left side, throws it, and the intended receiver there, right side, is Carl Ollie. And just a little bit too much for him. Brings up a third down now.
And Morikawa able to escape the pocket there. Prairie View unable to contain. And every now and then he's putting out some great passes that his receivers aren't giving him any help on. That was one of them that he needed a little help. He dropped that one in the bucket, and his receivers just unable to haul it in.
Come on, Panther fans. Let's help them out. Let's go, PV. Let's go. Panther fans getting into it. Morikawa drops back, looks left, throws left. It's up high. Too much for Dan Williams. That's going to bring up a fourth down.
And that's another one. Morikawa put that one right exactly where it needed to be, over the cornerback, right in front of the safety, and no help from his receiver, Williams. Great receiver, good hands. I don't know if it's the cold. I don't know what it is. Charles can't give him an excuse on that one.
Yeah, in the third quarter, Jonathan Hebert had 14 carries for 123 yards, but that was before that, 70-yard scamper, so he's got to be 200 yards plus on the ground here for the Panthers. Quick pass to the up back, another fake punt, but the Panthers all over it. And they snap it to the up back, but the Panthers sniff it out. And it's Courtney Bell. It's really, at this point, I'm running Fred Anderson because, Jonathan Hebert is probably really winded. And I'm running Fred Anderson right on those ends now. His last game as a senior here, he wants to make a statement. I bet you he's hungry. Let's give it to Fred. But Hebert says, no, I'm not there. I'm not
Well,
done.
Hebert wants to come out and put up 300 yards.
Hebert says, I'm not done yet, Porter. Be quiet up there. Okay. Panthers in a pistol. Green standing at the 40. Gets the snap. Throws it right. It's a receiver screen to Wiltz. Wiltz the quick one. And Wiltz diving towards the first down marker. That's going to be positive, and we've got an injured Jackson State Tiger on the field, and man, he's hurt.
Yeah, and Wiltz on that reception, great way to come back to the ball as a receiver. Meet the ball instead of waiting on it to get there, because you had a JSU defender looking at kind of jumping that slant, jumping that screen, and had he gotten in front of Wiltz, that might have been 6 to the other end.
Yeah, folks, don't forget about our friends over at Sodexo now. Thanksgiving's next week. If you haven't made any plans and you're saying, hey, I really want to cook, but I don't feel like cooking, and I'd like to maybe cook some side dishes and have somebody else to do the real deal, Sodexo is ready to provide catering for your special needs, anniversaries, banquets, birthdays, graduations, holiday meals, receptions, and wedding. Contact Sodexo in the Houston area, 281-850-1933. Some more information, Jonathan, for the Panther fans.
Over 5 decades, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance been protecting our members' moments, the big, the small, and the everyday. With over 800 plus agents and 300 claims personnel providing prompt, efficient service to more than 450,000 member families all across Texas. Give them a call or shout them out on the web at txfb-ins.com. Also want to let you know about the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716. They're focused on getting your job done on time, every time, on budget.
Green keeps it and spins around and dives. It's enough for the first down. Didn't mean to cut you off, but the Panthers keeping the drive alive. Green on the carry keeps the drive alive.
And viewers also want to remind you, tweet the hashtag PV to the playoffs as the Panthers fight for a berth to the FCS playoffs next week. After viewing this onslaught
Yeah, they
of
gotta,
the Tigers
they
this
gotta be
week.
saying,
Some folks have got to be looking at him saying, hey, these guys deserve an opportunity to play in these playoffs.
Coming on the straight blitz there was Robert Johnson. That's going to be offsides on the defense. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 5.
I want to give a shout out to the Kraken 202 93, the Prairie View alumnus, watching in Northern VA.
All-stars on the offense. That penalty is declined. 2nd and 15.
Also, while we've got a second, I want to give a shout out to a couple of my frat brothers, my line brothers, Joseph Lane. And I bet you don't know name a linebacker.
Oh man, I know exactly who it is. I can't remember, dude, too.
Oh, Alphonse.
Alphonse Provo.
Oh, Alphonse was down there enjoying the game. He's got an opportunity to get down to Prairie View, and our lady softball coach, Vernon Bland, my number 9.
Might be some
waiting on the season to get started. Fans come out and support your Lady Panthers.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't been to a Prairie View A&M women's softball game, you don't know how crazy Charles Porter is, because we have a lot of fun at the softball games. I think this year we might be even videotaping, so I'm going to really need you, Jonathan, because I can't have fun and then do play-by-play at the same time, because I like to have fun. Even Ryan McGinty, and he had a choice. He could have did football, he could have did baseball rather, or softball. He said, oh, I'm doing softball, because we had so much fun out there. We barbecue and play music, man. We go swimming and do all kinds of stuff out there. We got them little kid pools that you get from Walmart, and we go out there. Some people soak their feet in it, but we swim and we have a good time. Back to live action. The Panthers in a bunch formation. Here comes Trey Green. He's going to keep it around the right side. Green finds a hole and has positive yardage close to the original line of scrimmage, which is going to bring up a 3rd down and probably 9 for the good guys. Green,
well, based on the penalty and the distance and yardage, this makes this a manageable 3rd down. 3rd 9 instead of a 3rd and 20 plus. So we're going to get a reset on the play clock here.
And Trey Green's helmet had some issues, and the official makes Green come out, and here comes big truck driver DeAndre Smiley. You see, he couldn't get his chin strap to buckle. And here comes Smiley. He's going to keep, nope, he gives it to Abear. Abear comes around the right side. Abear to the 5-yard line. He's slung out of bounds, and Abear enough for the 1st down.
And it just seems like these seniors are just playing with an extra glide to their slide here today at Senior Day. Abear just seems like he's in another gear. You know, kind of like they say, a man amongst boys. I mean, the speed that he showed getting through that massive hole that the offensive line provided him there.
Well, you know, you called it in the 3rd quarter. The ground game for the Panthers are really going to have to pick it up here in the 4th, and they've done so in convincing fashion. Man, I am really interested to see Johnson's Abear's final stats here of the 4th quarter, because he's going to get it again, and it's going to be snatched down after a pickup of about 4. 2nd and goal for the Panthers. Now, Jackson State's got a pretty good drum line. Prairie View has about 25 members of their drum line. Jackson State has 8. I don't know. It's a little disproportionate, don't you think? They got 1,000 tubas, but they've got 8 drummers. It's a little different. Trips left for the Panthers. Green with Abear in the backfield. With the snap, gives it to Abear. Abear finds, there it is, gets around the right side, touchdown.
And once again, fans, we're not making this up. You can see it for yourself. Jonte Abear is just possessed on the ground here today, and it's just no stopping him on the ground this afternoon.
I think we start reading that now. You think? Yeah, can we start reading this now, folks? Tweet the hashtag. What is it, Jonathan? You got a hashtag what? I'm not a Twitter person, but I will be after this game.
Fans, the hashtag is PV to the playoffs. And that is hashtag PV TO the playoffs for the Panthers to have an opportunity to play in the FSC playoffs.
Well, now, you and I are going, unless it's like in Egypt or somewhere, Montana or somewhere, we're going to go. Will Ryan McGinty get us press passes to the game? That's the question. Tweet the hashtag Ryan Gibb Porter and his crew.
He had to walk outside on that one.
We can at least get a ticket to the game. You know what I'm saying? After this long season. Hey, we want to thank our friends over at Jason's Deli, even though we paid them. They made some great sandwich trays for us and the crew. We had more than enough today. We want to tell them thank you very much. The guys down in Cyprus at Jason's Deli. They said they were going to watch on their cell phones and iPads, but they just say that when you're about to pay them. So let's just wait to see if we get a comment from our
one
friends.
of the Deli members.
Yeah, Jason's Deli. We'll see. .49 left to play. And this one, and the Panthers are having a good time. 56-14, all over the Tigers of Jackson State. And wow. Next Friday is the Bayou Classic, I think. Next Friday is the Bayou Classic. If I wasn't taking my people to San Antonio for Thanksgiving, Jonathan, we'd sneak out to the Bayou Classic.
I hadn't been down to enjoy the Bayou Classic in a few years.
On the backside, picking it up and running it is Justin Jiminson. And now the Panthers defense, unless it's a 3 and out, and the Tigers have a sustained drive, should be now 3 more possessions in the game. I said 5 possessions. Look, they're really messing with me about it. This is the second possession right here, or the third. See, they're not even counting. See, I could have got it. This is the third possession of the game. So actually, there are 2 more possessions left. I said 5 possessions, but that's before Jonta Abear got the devil in him and ran 70 yards within the first 30 seconds of the fourth quarter and kind of just messed my whole thing up. But that's okay. Bates over the left side will pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Well, 6. 2nd and 4 for Jackson State.
Just a little news around the SWAC. Alabama State 9-0, 6:53 in the second quarter against Miles College.
Let's be homecoming. Left side with it going across is Bates again, and he'll get enough for the first down for the Tigers.
Alcorn leading Alabama A&M 34-3 in the third quarter. It's a final in overtime. Arkansas Pine Bluff beating Mississippi Valley.
What? Pine Bluff beats Valley. Well, that's
25
2 wins
to 9
for Pine Bluff this year? 2 or 3? I think that'll bring them 3 wins for Pine Bluff. They've had it rough, man. They had like 27 seniors last year. And talking about rebuilding. Quick pass right side, not able to jump it. But a catch by the big tight end, Benji Parrish. And Arthur Lockett gets the stop. Or is that number 2? That's going to be Damon Jackson, rather. He gets the stop. 9:13 left to play. And counting. Hey, the Bulldog broadcast crew is doing a great job for us. We're going to call their names out in just a second. All of the fine people here that have rolled out the red carpet for us here in Bulldog Stadium. Quick pass left side, Bates getting around the end, and he'll have enough for the first down. Rosa Gator.
Ojeda.
Is it Gator or
Ojeda?
Ojeda. Rosa Ojeda, the technical director. Kendall Townsend is a technologist. Arian Ojeda, Emily Hyatt, and Lonnie Ray. Elijah Stopyak, Shane Villarreal, Linda Warbington, Jacob Sellers, and James Brinkley. They're all camera members. The TriCaster crew is Hyatt and Ojeda, and the technologist is Kendall Townsend. And they've done just a great job here at Bulldog Stadium for us.
Stubbed her toe over there. She's rocking in the boot right now.
Yeah, Kendall lived around the corner from us when we lived in Hempstead. So
did she really?
Yeah, we know her real well. So 8:28 left to play, 56-14. You know, my boys are Bulldogs now here in Waller, and we love it. I tell you, what a great place to send your kid to go to school. Right here in the Waller Independent School District. I love it. Morikawa drops back, throws it in the flats again. It's caught. And nowhere to go.
I'm kind of looking at those uniforms, trying to see those numbers again, Charles. And we wanted to tell you fans about what we have been talking about. The article from CBS Sports, John Solomon, said that these NCAA uniform numbers are getting harder to read and they're causing problems. Now, I'll just read the first little portion of that. There's a saying in sports, you can't tell the players without a scorecard. With the uniforms being worn by some NCAA teams these days, you can't tell the players even with a scorecard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, out there, I just didn't want to make excuses. Morikawa throws it right side in the flats to nobody.
Yeah, and what the gist of the article was is that the manufacturers and distributors of these uniforms are catering to the athlete, and the universities are wanting to appeal to the athlete's, kind of sense of style, and
it's going to be the fourth possession,
and see if if their recruiting efforts will help with the uniforms. And it makes a difference because you look at a team like Oregon, they've got 12,000 uniforms
exactly,
over there.
18 just because,
variations. And you get a lot of recruits that really, and honestly, or just to be blunt about it, their recruiting tactics, when you look at athletic facilities, which Prairie View will be able to
brag on
next year, and they can brag on now. The incoming class for Prairie View will have a brand new facility, a $30 million with a $30 million add-on coming to be a part of. So when you look at these uniforms, you come out and you see the black uniforms, you see the white uniforms, you see the gold uniforms, the camouflage that the Prairie View Panthers sport out.
Yeah. Don't go to New England with camouflage.
Exactly.
Somebody said, I don't like what they're telling me what to wear. I don't have no problem with supporting the troops, but
so
I don't like him anyway. My personal deal. I'm not a Patriots. Well, I don't like him personally because I don't know. I'm not a Patriots fan. How about that?
That's understandable.
What's going on with the Cowboys? Oh, I'm sorry. 7:18 left to play. 56-14.
Hey.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hold up.
Oh, y'all got hope now because Romo's coming back tomorrow.
Romo's back.
Okay.
He's back, and it's not over.
I got to tell you,
it's over.
I got to tell you, I hate to say it, but I got to say it. I like Romo. He's a good quarterback. I know. One of my homies just looked at me like he's going to stab me after the game, but I like Romo. I think he's a tough guy, and he has a great quarterback IQ. Uh-oh, here we go again. And wow, weaving his way is Courtney Brown to enough for a first down.
And on display there, fans, you saw not only the speed to get through the hole by Courtney Brown, but when he was engaged by the defender, he's got the power to carry them for an extra couple of yards.
Yeah, the fans aren't really all that enthused on the first downs as they were in the first and second quarters. I'm just saying. Right up the middle goes Green. Or is it Smiley? How can you miss that? I was actually looking at the paper. I just saw the end of the play. And Smiley in now with 6 minutes left to play. I said 5 possessions. This is the 4th possession of this half. So if the Panthers can, I said 5 possessions. Now this is the 4th one. Well, we all are in agreement here. We're ticking at 5:48. Slot right, the Panthers in a pistol rather. And here comes Trey Green. Green hands it, right side and caught from behind is Courtney Brown. Smiley handing it off, pardon me, to Brown, and he's caught from behind. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we've got to convert. We got to converge here. And Smiley waiting on the play. Trey Green really wanted to get in.
And you've got the JSU defenders really putting up a fight here with 5 minutes left on the clock, down 56-14. These guys have not given up the fight, Charles. I mean, these guys will not lay down just because they're losing in this effort here.
Coming around the right side quickly for the 1st down. And getting it is Smiley, the big truck driver, showing that he can still turn on the Jets, and that's a 1st down. Smiley on the carry for the Panthers. 1st down, Prairie View.
Yeah, even though Smiley has that big 250-pound frame, he still has the speed.
Wow.
I won't jump up saying he's a 4'7", 40 guy, but he still has the speed, football speed.
What he's doing is he is helping the big dog with his 5 possession calls, keeping the drive alive here with 4:26 left to play. Smiley in the pistol. Brown to his left. They give it to Brown. He'll go right up the middle. Brown trying to find some running room, and we'll get back to where he was before. There was a song made back in the 70s called Get Back to Where You Was Before. I don't know if it was 3 Dog Night, but it was one of those bands. And that's what just happened to Courtney Brown. 4 minutes left to play.
Now you're going to lose the young audience here, Charles.
Well, that's okay. They're going to want to know what it was and going to go.
They're going to research it now.
Go to YouTube or Google and say, what is Porter talking about? Get back to where you was before. 2nd and 5. They give him good forward progress. They give it to Hebert on. And Hebert tripped up. Man, one corner to turn for Hebert. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and a loss of a yard.
Keontre Anderson, the 6'4", 240-pound sophomore, with a great tackle. I mean, it's a great read by Smiley. We talked about Trey Green early in the first half, not reading that defensive end if he's crashing or if he's staying put for the quarterback option. Those crashed, and he gave that one off, and that was just an athletic tackle there, saving what could have been a big pickup.
Coming around the left side with nowhere to go is Brown or Fred Anderson. They got some speed in there, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and punt situation. Or will the Panthers go for it on 4th? And the Panthers are going to go for it on 4th down. They can complete this one.
We've got Nick Petrie down there on crutches. The ref trying to tell him, hey, kind of push back a little bit, Mr. Petrie. I know you're a little animated and wish you were out there.
40. Handoff right up the middle. And the Panthers will keep it on downs. Pay attention, all football fans. Prairie View A&M University's Panther football team.
2 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 56-14. Your Prairie View A&M Panthers over the Tigers from Jackson State University.
Next week. Once again, tweet hashtag PV to the playoffs.
We've got Andy Jackson
the Panthers are ready to compete
on our Facebook page, Mr. Porter, saying that was by the Beatles.
By the Beatles? All right.
Get Back was done by the Beatles.
See, I love our viewers. That was a big hit. A gold record. What is the gold record?
We've got one fan on there that says that we are biased for the Panthers. Unfortunately, sir, we have to agree with you on that. We are the Prairie View A&M broadcast team.
Yeah, they pay us, so we got to. We kind of have to.
We are promotions for the university.
I'm sure Jackson State is for Jackson State. Their broadcast team. I know those guys real well. I've been knowing Kylie G, the twin. What's the twin's real name?
Exactly. What's his real name? Now we know what you call him.
We call him Twin. The Twins of the Jackson State broadcast team. Richardson, he's been there forever, and I'm sure they're for Jackson State. So we got to be biased because that's where our bread and butter's paid. $138.
Well, plus being both alumnus of the university.
We went to Prairie View. I played football down there for them, so I'm kind of a little passionate towards it. Yeah, I'll agree. This is the 5th possession of this game, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 23 seconds left.
The quarter.
Of the quarter, pardon me, you're right. And if the Jackson State Tigers kind of keep it, I should have bet them, but, you know, it's not over till the fat lady sings. I've still got 1 minute and 10. 3rd and 11. Jackson State will have to, I'll be for Jackson State on this play to just converge for the 3rd down, but no, the Panthers just all over them. And, yeah.
That's a swarming defense by those Panthers. Like I said, they have been just excellent in their pursuit from their linebacking core as well as the big fellas up front.
And the Panthers looks like they're going to do it. Folks, once again, we need you to...
Yeah, I can just about count this one down with about 30 seconds left on the clock. The Jackson State Tigers will be punting here, 4th down and 15. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Down to 20 seconds. I was 18 seconds away. He's got to catch it. And that's going to be Wilkes who catches it, starts from his 15 to the 20 and spins around and get it. But see, I was 9 seconds away from being exactly correct. Okay, 9 seconds away, Ryan McGinty. So, gee whiz.
Let's say, cut me some slack.
Jonathan Abear messed it up for me with that 100-yard touchdown pass. Folks, don't forget, immediately following the game, we'll take a break and then come back as soon as we get our stats and wrap it up with the Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Specialist post-game show. And ladies and gentlemen, we're really excited. It's been a great year. I think by far, Jonathan and Ryan, we have had the greatest group of students that we've had. And we want to say goodbye to our seniors, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I had a list of all of them and we could, gee whiz, say goodbye to them. Got it right here. And delay a game on Jackson State. And this is going to be the last play. Well, you want me to start now, or? And that's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it. We want to say congratulations to all of our seniors. That's too late now, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, the Jacksons. Well, you were right. All of our seniors, we wanted to say congratulations to them folks before we broke away. But that's going to do it. 56-14. Stick around. We'll take a break and come back with the postgame show. This is exciting Panther football.
Today, we start a new era in Prairie View A&M football. We learn from our past. We respect our heritage, but we will build and leave a legacy for others to follow.
We will build this legacy on preparation.
We will build this legacy with teamwork.
We will build this legacy in the trenches.
We will build this legacy, fighting for every down.
On the hill. Let's go.
Today, we start a new era in Prairie View A&M football. We learn from our past, we respect our heritage, but we will build and leave a legacy for others to follow.
We will build this legacy on preparation.
We will build this legacy with teamwork.
We will build this legacy in the trenches.
We will build this legacy, fight for every down.
It's time to leave our mark on the hill. Let's go, PV! You know!
It's a legacy of my family to come to Prairie View, so it's only
It's just fun to be the type of person where someone can pinpoint you on campus saying, hey, that's one of our athletes.
It's great. It's very family oriented.
I chose PV because
I'm looking forward to
of the great
competing in the
coaching.
SWAC with my teams.
Play baseball for the school.
I chose Prairie View because I enjoy the pride and tradition.
It was the best situation for me to further
I
my
wanted to come
education.
to a HBCU and create memories and experiences that I would have never had.
My favorite athletic experience would be homecoming and also being forced to go to study hall because without it, I wouldn't have my high GPA of 3.8.
Clear the center my freshman year in one sweat. I chose Prairie View because of its great academic
Being a leader for my
athletics.
teammates and setting
You get
the
to make new friends from all
It's a
over.
well-rounded institution that's strong in academics and athletics. It's a legacy of my family to come to Prairie View, so it's only
It's just fun to be the type of person where someone can pinpoint you on campus saying, hey, that's one of our athletes.
It's great. It's very family oriented.
I chose PV because
I'm looking forward to
of the great
competing in the
coaching.
SWAC with my teams.
Play baseball for the school.
I chose Prairie View because I enjoy the pride and tradition.
It was the best situation for me to further
I
my
wanted to come
education.
to a HBCU and create memories and experiences that I would have never had.
My favorite athletic experience would be homecoming and also being forced to go to study hall because without it, I wouldn't have my high GPA of 3.8.
Clear the center my freshman year in one sweat. I chose Prairie View because of its great academic
Being a leader for my
athletics.
teammates and setting
You
the
get to make new friends from all
It's a
over.
well-rounded institution that's strong in academics and athletics. It's a legacy of my family to come to Prairie View, so it's only
It's just fun to be the type of person where someone can pinpoint you on campus saying, hey, that's one of our athletes.
It's great. It's very family oriented.
I chose PV because
I'm looking forward to
of the great
competing in the
coaching.
SWAC with my teams.
Play baseball for the school.
I chose Prairie View because I enjoy the pride and tradition.
it was the best situation for me to further
I
my
wanted to come
education.
to a HBCU and create memories and experiences that I would have never had.
My favorite athletic experience would be homecoming and also being forced to go to study hall because without it, I wouldn't have my high GPA of 3.8.
Clear the center my freshman year in one sweat. I chose Prairie View because of its great academic
Being a leader for my
athletics.
teammates and setting
You
the
get to make new friends from all
It's a
over.
well-rounded institution that's strong in academics and athletics. It's a legacy of my family to come to Prairie View, so it's only
It's just fun to be the type of person where someone can pinpoint you on campus saying, hey, that's one of our athletes.
It's great. It's very family oriented.
I chose PV because
I'm looking forward to
of the great
competing in the
coaches.
track with my team.
To play baseball for the school. I chose Prairie View because I enjoy the pride and tradition.
Today, we start a new era in Prairie View A&M football. We learn from our past. We respect our heritage. But we will build and leave a legacy for others to follow.
We will build this legacy on preparation.
We will build this legacy with teamwork.
We will build this legacy in the trenches.
We will build this legacy, fighting for every down.
To leave our mark on the hill. Let's go, PV! You know!
Medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedics, sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist. Here at Prairie View A&M University, we have a state-of-the-art sports medicine program. Our goal is to take care of the whole athlete. We have orthopedics, sports medicine specialists. We have full subspecialty orthopedic coverage for these athletes from hand to spine to foot and ankle. We have sports psychologists, nutritionists, concussion specialists. We really cover the whole gamut in terms of taking care of these athletes and providing them with elite care from Houston Methodist.
Outstanding design defines the 2015 Hyundai Equus. This four-door, five-passenger sedan stands out among competitors in its class. It features an automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive, and a 5-liter 8-cylinder engine. A wealth of standard features mean that you no longer have to sacrifice, such as cruise control, a blind spot monitoring system, power door mirrors and heated door mirrors, lane departure warning, and remote keyless entry. Rear passengers enjoy the seat heating functionality, keeping them warm during the winter months. With high-intensity discharge headlights illuminating your path, you'll always appreciate maximum visibility. For drivers who enjoy the natural environment, a power move.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers, in convincing form, defeat Jackson State 56-14. You know, we talked about that FCS playoff bid. I think the Panthers made a statement today. So, folks, as we have asked you, go ahead and tweet the hashtag PV to the playoffs on your Twitter accounts and let the world know that the Panthers are ready to go to the playoffs, finishing 8-1 on the season. Or in SWAC play is just a fantastic feat. We haven't had a successful season like this since the second season of Henry Frazier, and the Panthers, man, are in great position to go further and get in the playoffs and do really well. We have a very sound, very disciplined team, and I think that with this coaching staff, we can reach new heights here in Pantherland.
Yeah, Charles, we talked about what we were critical on all season, which these games were based on, and that was the defense. We've run up against a lot of teams that have had great offenses. We started slow in our defense. We were real critical on our defensive backfield. the coaches and the staff we have to give credit to, as well as the players. These student athletes, guys, they have a hard time not only going to class, but then translating that into from the classroom out to the field and being able to perform at the high level that they were able to perform at.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and as you said, the secondary has really stepped up. Nick Brewer, Dominic Weaver, Chase, Andrew Holly, or Joshua Holly back there in the backfield. They've done a great job of making some adjustments back there and doing a fine job of shutting people down. I mean, they only let Jackson State score 14 points, and they have a very high-powered offense, too, so they did a great job. And then offensively, the Panthers sound as usual, man, with a Jonta Abear in the backfield, folks. You just can't lose. Trey Green did a great job also. Jonta Abear in his final game, what could be his final game, 21 yards and 3 touchdowns. Courtney Brown, 12 carries for 65 yards. Kadero Hodge had a huge game, too. Only 1 touchdown, but 5 catches for 85 yards. We said with Nick Petrie out, we're going to have to find that go-to receiver to get it done, and Kadero Hodge has been the man since he's been hurt.
Yeah, he's been the man. I want to give a lot of credit to Trey Green because he's not so green, as they put it in one of our media articles. Trey Green has been efficient all season long. He ranked second coming into the game with his pass efficiency, as well as basically, like we say, putting the football down the field. I can't speak highly enough of Trey Green and what he brings to this Panther offense. And then when you throw in a Smiley, who had 10 touchdowns coming in, and he added another one here today. I mean, you talk about a double standard from the quarterback position, from the three-headed monster, the running back, the wide receivers stepped up, like I said, when Petrie went down with his injury. I mean, this has been an overall great team, which has been greatly coached by the Simmons staff.
Well, folks, the Panthers, again, in convincing fashion, 56-14 here at Bulldog Stadium. It has simply been a pleasure bringing exciting Panther Vision Spurs, who are our lifeblood, who are our future, man. This is the best group of students we've ever had on our broadcast team. They have just done a fantastic this season. I want to mention our job, and I want to sincerely thank them. Without Michael West, you couldn't be getting all of this clarity because he stepped in, ladies and gentlemen, and has brought in a lot of equipment there and a lot of knowledge and know-how to really make a difference here with our broadcast team. Ryan McGinty has stepped up also and done a great job.
If he could only get those wheels fixed on that dolly. If he get the wheels
fixed on the dolly. We would show you the dolly, but we're embarrassed, and he's just laughing at us there. We're gonna leave that dolly up. We're going to have to buy a new dolly. But at any rate, he's done a great job with getting us the things we need, along with our athletic director, Ashley Robinson. We want to really thank them a lot. Folks, that's going to kind of wrap December 5th, Lamar University in town. So Panther Vision will continue, and next year with exciting men and women's basketball coverage live from the Baby Dome. So excited about that. Wrap it up for us here. Panther Vision doesn't go away. Exciting women's basketball action coming. It's been a great season, Jonathan. It's been a pleasure broadcasting with you. And folks, it's been a pleasure having you watch us and allow us into your living rooms, your laptops, and your cell phones. And we want to sincerely thank you, even those of you two over at Jackson State. How about that? That's going to wrap it up for us here at Bulldog Stadium. We'd like to thank Waller Independent School District for allowing us to come in and use their stadium, and we want to thank them very much. It's been a pleasure. We've got some great people that we've talked about from the Waller Bulldog media crew, Rosa Ojeda, Kendall Townsend, Ariana Ojeda, Emily Hyatt, Lonnie Ray, Elijah Stopyak, Shane Villarreal, Linda Warmington, Jacob Sellers, and James Brinkley, all on the Waller Bulldog broadcasting crew. We want to thank you a whole lot. That's it for us here, folks, in Bulldog Stadium. For our athletic director, Ashley Robinson, our assistant athletic director, Coach Alicia P., Ryan McGinty, Michael West, Ron Leverett, our fantastic corral of students, and Jonathan Stribling. This is Charles Porter saying so long from Bulldog Stadium. We'll see you soon with more exciting Panther Vision Sports.